Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to
A Podcast Will Save This Relationship.
I'm Josh Him.
I'm Sarah She Her. I don't care who went
goes
first.
first. We have 2 minutes of recording left, so we got to do this fucking intro real goddamn quick. So, Sarah, what the fuck did we talk about on the podcast today?
We talked about Hurricane Ian, and then we talked about the Try Guys, and then I did a wolf story.
And then we did Quora instead of Reddit, and then we did listener stories.
Indeed, and they were all about cheating.
Yeah, we're back after fucking 2 or 3 weeks off, baby. Fucking steak, baby.
Bro, I think we did that shit in 30 seconds. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
We only have like 1 minute left on the recording.
So
We've recorded for about 5 hours the past 2 days.
Yes.
So, big fucking podcast. I haven't edited it yet, but it's probably going to be a big one.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the goddamn bell, and fucking Patreon
bell.
and APWSTR. Buy me coffee, APWSTR.
Get ready.
Fucking get ready.
Get
fucking hyped. We're fucking back after the fucking hurricane. Let's fucking go. I'm so fucking tired.
Me too. It's like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's fucking Jesus Christ.
Let's go to bed.
Let's go to bed. Bye,
I have
everyone.
a wedding tomorrow.
All right. Okay, bro. You ready? You ready? Speaking of all music. Yeah, because you wanted to open
music
it.
Is annoying.
Yeah, because you said...
Get ready.
All right, I'm ready. All right.
Okay.
For the record,
Fuck, now I gotta get the song in my head. Shit.
I am currently popping some Addy right now.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
And by Addy, I mean Advil, so don't fucking censor me, YouTube.
What does that song sound like now?
Well, I
Because
don't
now
know.
we're talking about other songs.
Well,
so
I'll
I'm
give
like,
you a hint. You said that all music sounds stupid, so start
it is. Shit.
It's live right now, Sarah.
Yeah, but what does it start with?
I saw the sun. Is that what you wanted?
No, what?
I poop when I pee is how it...
Oh, I know what it is. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Hop it up, he hop it up, hop it up, hop it up, hop up.
I like how that's how you're greeting everyone, and mine was doing drugs.
Fuck it. Okay,
I'm
we're bad people.
cool.
I don't know what else do you want. Like, you know, fuck. I'm not a wife guy or anything. I'm not a hurricane. I'm not a hurricane. I'm not a fucking wife guy. I'm not some fucking unproblematic queen.
All right, that's fair. Yeah.
I sing annoying fucking songs and the microphone's real loud and you do drugs.
And yeah, and we're both wrong about the British imperial system. So
for like 30 minutes straight. Like a long time.
You guys listen. I get that you guys
and we looked it up on Wikipedia and we were still wrong.
We were still wrong. Beautiful.
Because I don't like to read.
Yeah. I will say, can I say for the record, I do appreciate you guys, the nice people that were like, hey, here's all the stuff.
Dude, I love it. Because
that was nice.
I mean the shit that I say. When I'm wrong, I'm stupid. I am actually being stupid.
I get that.
I'm not trying to be smart or anything.
Negative points because he said that when we didn't have power.
Yeah. Yeah, you were a burden on us. Yeah.
That was a point of like, guys, I'm sweating my ass off right now. I know I was wrong. You're right.
All the food in the fridge is going bad.
Yeah. All my freezer shit, well, still good. I now just taste water.
As if we don't normally do that with our shit.
I taste more water than normal.
And I got to deal with this.
Yeah, Sarah has to deal with this. No, how are you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing good, man. I'm chill.
That's good. Welcome back to the podcast, everybody.
Welcome. We're here again.
We can't not do the podcast for more than a week.
No,
like, we literally, we gotta not
really terrible
leave.
things happen. Holy shit.
This is a pattern. Last time we took a week off last time the Queen died.
The Queen died, yeah.
And we took 2 weeks off.
Hurricane
happened. Try Guys fucking Ned Fulmer cheated on his wife.
Tanked everyone
Bad
else
Cinderella
around him.
comes out.
Bad Cinderella comes out. You can see that in our Patreon.
Yeah, but so
we went over that.
So what? We really can't. We have to like,
you know. We gotta
get back on track. We gotta save the world.
So how's your hurricane, Josh?
Yeah, okay. My hurricane was.
How's your hurricane? That's the first topic. That's the
first thing, because that's the first thing that because we didn't do a podcast, the hurricane was like, we should hit Orlando just to fuck with them.
Straight on Orlando.
Yeah. Okay. So what was it like? So okay, Hurricane Ian.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? So like it was. I don't think people thought it was gonna necessarily completely hit Orlando. There was a point where like
It was gonna go like over to
the
the right.
Panhandle,
Yeah, it was. So first it was gonna go to the Panhandle, and then it moved east,
and then it kept moving east.
and it kept moving. Well, it was like gonna go straight for Orlando, and like one of the forecasts, which was like for 10 minutes, it went like and like
yeah, there was like one point where like it was just zigzagging,
and I was like holding on to dear hope that this hurricane
might just
does
like
something fucking stupid no other hurricane has ever done.
yeah,
yeah,
and like so like yeah, and I remember like it hit Cuba I think first,
yeah, and
they
you
got
know,
hit hard I think.
And I think people, especially people that don't live in Florida and specifically mid-Florida, they don't understand how hurricanes hit us is way different than it hits everybody else.
Yeah, we're really lucky where we are.
Super
like,
fucking lucky, yeah.
And even then, like, we're really lucky in also terms of where we are physically in Orlando, because apparently some areas in Orlando got
people really did like lose their homes and their cars and their livelihoods.
We're very fortunate that the only thing that happened was power went out and we had to get new food.
like that's literally it.
Yeah, for us. Like, and we couldn't like the power wasn't even out for like 2 days. I feel like technically it was only out for like
maybe 3 days. Yeah,
3 days tops. Yeah,
yeah.
So like because like where we are like,
which is not terrible. Like when Irma showed up. Years, I think
2017, 18, something like that.
Maybe 17. Maybe I think it was 17. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Well, that's crazy because then my dad died, and then a hurricane happened, and then I quit my job. Which that sounds about right. But yeah, this just like happens to us. I remember with Irma, like our power was out for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we got lucky. And I think
I was ready for that because I had been through it before.
I wasn't.
Right, because you lived in a different. Yeah, this is like your first year in Orlando, pretty much.
Yeah, my first year in Orlando, and like, what is it? I used to live in like more south near like Poinciana, shit like that.
Yeah.
And I've been in Florida my whole life, so I was here in 2004 when those hurricanes hit, and I don't really remember them. I think that
was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad from what I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't remember that much. So it's been a while since we've had a hurricane that actually affected me, which is weird.
Right.
So I got lucky the last few times where like I don't think we lost power. If we did, it was gone for like maybe a little bit.
Like a couple hours.
Yeah. And then like what the fuck happened? So yeah, with this one, I think it was a little bit more shocking to have the power go out for as long as it did for me because I didn't really expect it.
Yeah. It is a shock because that doesn't happen to everyone.
True.
You know.
And like I think we got really unlucky with how our power went out. Because I think everywhere around us
had power.
And everyone I knew had power.
Everybody was like, oh, our power came back.
Throughout the hurricane. And I was like,
good
what?
fucking for you little bitch.
Yeah. So like, that was a weird experience being like the only few. Oh, and even in our like apartment complex, only one half of
buildings.
Like literally if we were like bullshit. A couple buildings to the left of us, we would have been fine.
We were extraordinarily lucky. Like the fact that other people in Orlando have lost their entire homes, their entire apartments, they don't have anywhere to live.
Yo, can we talk about the shitty fucking like student housings and apartment complexes?
So there are off-campus for UCF apartment complexes. I'm not going to name them because I think they're making people sign NDAs, but there are specific ones where literally the first level apartments, water got up to like half the doors
like
at
6
one
feet?
Place. Yeah, like crazy.
Yeah.
Like you can't live there. And like got into the fucking ruined the apartment complex. It's been condemned. And these apartment complexes are like sending emails
down
out.
The fucking condemned signs.
One of them tried to tear down which is fucking illegal as shit.
Yeah.
And some fucking great citizen was like videotaping them and showing it to the National Guard and the FEMA.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, they're trying to do this to like make people come back and live in these condemned homes. And they were like, oh, okay, no, we're going to tell them that if they do that, they're going to be hit with a fucking huge ass fine because that's illegal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like crazy. Like shit is going crazy because now those apartment complexes that have these condemned apartments have to shell out money to get these people into other affordable housing. Like that's a thing that they have to do.
Yeah.
But it's on the individual renter to go and say, I need you to find other housing for me.
Yeah, which is fucking...
So now they're like sending them like hurricane, what is it called?
Agreements
or
something?
Or like contracts or something where it's basically an NDA. So you can't talk shit about the apartment complex.
Which is fucking awesome. Love it.
You have to surrender your security deposit, and you get and then you just get to break your lease, I guess, and go find somewhere else to live.
But like, that's fucking ridiculous, though.
Yeah,
like it's insane to me.
You should make them pay for it.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's been we got really lucky too, and like
and like it also, like, you know, Cuba, everywhere else got so fucking Tampa got fucking
I don't even
trashed.
think Tampa got hit as bad. Whatever south of Tampa, I can't think of the name of it right now. Was the place where the actual eye wall hit? Yeah,
and everybody was saying because it was a rich whatever that they just shouldn't build there anymore. What is it, Fort Worth, something like that?
Might be. I don't remember. I can't think right now. A lot of shit's happened in the past 2 weeks.
I don't even know.
I don't
even want to get into. I don't even know what opinion to have on that.
But like, so like I know Tampa. I think Tampa still got hit hard. I think I remember seeing shit where like the bay receded or something because of how much, like, I don't remember what receded. I think maybe like a port or something, some shit like that.
Oh wow.
But like, yeah, like because of how much water the hurricane sucked.
I was following this one person on TikTok who lives in Daytona through it, and it was crazy because they had a pool and then they lived like right next to the beach.
Oh shit.
So it was just like, and they had like a dock also.
Yeah.
So it was like crazy. He was seeing the water levels rise.
And it was interesting because like I think the day before the hurricane, you and I both went to Daytona.
Yeah, on
because
my
it was your birthday. Yeah, we wanted to celebrate because we originally planned on going to like close to Miami. What's the name of it? Pompano Beach?
Pompano, yeah.
But then
that was crazy, yeah.
We couldn't do it before, but then the hurricane happened.
And yeah.
Then I was like, well, we
couldn't afford to go anyway.
Yeah.
And so I was just going to, like, you know, fuck that vacation.
Yeah.
And then also a hurricane happened and I was like, I literally can't.
Yeah, literally nothing would have, we would have had to cancel anyway. But like fucking so we went to Daytona and like the beach was almost empty.
Yeah, and then there were some like teens.
Yeah, whatever. But it's interesting seeing like that was the day right before, and then what was it, like Tuesday was when it started with mostly rain, and then we lost power overnight because that's when like winds were finally starting to hit like 50 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour near us.
That was Wednesday night. Yeah,
that was Wednesday night. Okay.
Yeah.
So then that was like when we got the brunt of it.
Yeah, because Tuesday was my birthday.
Yeah, Tuesday. So then Wednesday night when something all happened.
Yeah, and then we lost power at 11 p.m. and then all Thursday we didn't have power.
No power, and I think we got power back technically Friday, but we weren't sure if we were going to keep it. Yeah, because it went on for like 5 minutes, then went back down.
Which I've never seen that happen before with power outages, where it's weird. Like it comes off and it comes up, it turns on, turns off.
Because that also happened during the hurricane too.
Yeah,
we lost power for like a minute, then it went back up for like another few hours and then it was gone. Yeah. Which was weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I don't think our apartment has backup generators. That would be weird.
Well, I mean, like I have family that lives in Louisiana and they were monitoring it, and then all of a sudden they were texting me like, yo, that shit looks fucking crazy. Do you want to drive up to Louisiana? And I was like, I mean, listen, it's bad.
It was bad. It was bad. Like I know near us there was some pretty bad flooding.
Yeah, like really close to us.
Well, yeah, like a couple, not even a couple miles away, like a couple major roads over. There was like a really bad flash flood that we saw because we didn't have anything going on. Yeah. So the day after the hurricane, we went out for a quick drive just to see what everything was.
Which you shouldn't do.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We're idiots. Yeah. Don't do that. We're bad people.
We're bad. Yeah. But we drove around and we almost got stuck on one of the major roads.
Yeah, but I don't want to say.
Yeah.
So you're going to find us.
On Schmegeldorf ride. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, there was like a flash flood literally happening during that, where like we saw the water flushing.
And we just had to like turn around.
We had to drive in reverse for like a quarter of a mile. Almost got hit by a fucking idiot who didn't realize there was a flood happening in front of us.
But like all of Orlando is flat. It's hours away from the coast. So like when people say like, oh my God, oh fuck, there's a thing coming, there's always a grain of salt with Orlando people take with it is, you know, like, okay, all right. I probably don't have to evacuate unless it's like fucking crazy.
Unless like, it lands as like a category 5, I feel like. Because like I think we had, I think it was a category 1 when it hit us. And we were okay.
It landed as a 4, I think, and then it turned into a 3. Yeah. And then by the time it hit us, it was a 1. Yeah. Which was pretty bad.
It's still bad. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's bad enough to where like
it's not normally what we get.
Millions of people didn't have power and like, you know. So yeah, no, I think it's I
think in general though, the Orlando in terms of power, and there wasn't that much wind damage either.
Thankfully, yeah.
Like the Orlando City really cleaned up everything immediately.
They were quick. That was like to the point where like I think Friday when we were leaving here to go to my parents' house because we didn't know how long we would have power for. We decided to leave for that, which was also a good thing.
Chill with them.
Yeah, and what is it? But when we left, pretty much it seemed like most things were back to normal.
Yeah.
And when we came back, it was almost everything was back to normal.
And that's fucking crazy after a big ass hurricane like that. It became like now only the people that are in severe help, like, you know, in severe need, they're getting help.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's great. You know?
I will say it is very interesting that like the fucking sewage got backed up so badly.
Oh yeah,
and got flooded because that was the only other thing that made us stay at the house for a little bit longer.
It wasn't a boil water order. It was like a don't fucking use any water because it's gonna make the sewage fall over.
Yeah, like don't They went to like don't flush, don't shower, don't anything pretty much.
Yeah,
because they didn't want anything.
No dishwashers, no washer dryer, no shower.
Yeah, which I'm like we can't go back then.
Yeah, there's nothing. We can't do anything.
Yeah, so like
I'm not gonna put like water in my cat's food like water bowl
on the off chance that like
it's got sewage in it
because they didn't clarify.
It's not on tap,
they didn't clarify the first time that it was only like that treatment plants were still operational.
Yeah, the messaging was weird on that one
on the first time, but then they clarified it and then it got rid of it, but they still told people to stop using as much water.
Yeah,
so it was like
it was just to be safe.
Yeah.
You know?
But
I think in general the response has been fantastic. Though,
I think so too. Yeah, I think the city has done well. I don't really give a shit what the fucking state has done. I don't think the state's probably done anything other than got rid of tolls.
Made some great photos of DeSantis and Biden.
That is true.
Those are some fun photos.
Those are some fun fucking photos.
Those are some references for your OTPs for sure.
The one where he's holding his hands and it's like.
Yeah, it's like, you know.
It's like your I think you described it. Yeah, grandpa and your upset kid, like your kid. At a school meeting.
The trust fund kid with his rich grandpa. And then fuck it, there was another one where the guy was wearing a Florida Cracker shirt.
Oh yeah.
Which people are like, what the fuck? Why is he wearing a sea slur? But it's like that's where that word comes from.
Cracker is like
Florida Cracker.
Florida Cracker is like one of the big things around here.
Yeah, you know.
I can say it.
You can say it because you are one.
Say it. Yeah. What, did the hat give it away?
No, it's the everything. It's just like white people that are born here, because nobody's born in Florida. Everybody moves here.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, that's legitimately the most Florida Cracker thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So So I mean, overall, Hurricane.
Bro,
10 out
a
of 10.
fucking neon jacket you got at a Walgreens
when I was like 18. Yeah.
And you just kept it forever.
That was like my first purchase with my credit card.
That's awesome.
And I'm still paying it off to this day.
That's cool as fuck that you keep it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. 1845.
1845, apparently.
Yeah, it's Biden talking to a guy that has a Florida Cracker shirt on. It's just like two white people going, "You're white. You're white." And then DeSantis is like next to him looking like fucking Charlie Brown, sad as shit on Christmas.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's pretty fucking nice, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, we survived a hurricane.
We did. Which is pretty cool.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. You know, condolences out to everybody who
there's
got
still
fucked over. There's still a lot of shit happening.
Yeah, I want to bet. Yeah, there's
more
like,
aid that needs to happen.
Yeah, so I mean, fucking definitely do some research and figure out like if there's anything you guys can do.
Yeah, true.
Volunteer.
I don't know. Should we do something? Fuck. I don't know.
I'll probably look up some organizations, put them in the description.
Poor as fuck because we just went through a hurricane.
Yeah, we spent all of our money on replenishing the fridge.
Everybody's like, "You're gonna die," and I'm like, I
know
mean,
we're gonna talk
listen,
about this. We're gonna talk about this next week, but one of our friends is also having a wedding.
Oh my god!
Tomorrow, the day after we record this.
Yeah, I thought it was last week, and I was like, "Oh my god, is this wedding gonna be okay?"
Like, yeah.
And it was so funny because I texted like one of the groomsmen because he texted me to be like, "Hey, what's up? Are you guys dead or something?" And I was like, "Oh no."
They asked if there was property damage.
That is true. They didn't care about our personal well-being. They were like, "Is your apartment complex okay? We don't even own it. Is your apartment complex okay?" And I was like, "What about our friend's wedding?" And he was like, "Yeah, fuck it. Of course it's gonna be fine." And I didn't realize it was a week later.
Yeah, but like, I still think it's weird to have it this close in proximity when like last week.
You can't change it though.
I mean, yeah, true. But I feel like even with like last
week out, that's crazy. You can't do that. You
Still,
lose the
though.
deposit on everything.
Yeah, but I guess like having to do this wedding, which we will talk about more next week. When we actually
It
go to
would
it.
always be an inconvenience.
It was going to be an inconvenience. It's just
A wedding is an
slightly
inconvenience.
more inconvenient because
I think
a hurricane came through and ruined everything.
We'll talk about it more next week.
Yeah.
But the one thing I want to say is if you get an invite to a wedding and you're like excited on every possible, like you're not worried at all, you're a fucking child. Like you need to be more responsible with your money.
I'm excited for a wedding coming up in December because I'm excited for that one.
But then once it gets here, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I have to do
myself.
Thing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's always a money fucking deposit that you need to make on
100%.
something that you don't have because you don't wear fucking wedding attire everywhere
every day. Yeah.
God, and
do
then you
the
have to
podcast
go
in a fucking suit.
We just got haircuts today.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
gotta get haircuts too.
That was $60 fucking. And that's at a haircuttery. If we were like fancy people who had to go to like,
a fucking
a
barber salon, yeah.
That shit would be expensive as shit. That would be like $100. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And then I gotta give you a gift?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, I haven't talked to you in like fucking 10 months. You're not getting a gift.
This will be really funny if we go like next week and then
it's fucking fantastic.
Beautiful wedding.
I mean, free food.
I can't even. Yeah, free food.
Probably free alcohol because they're drinkers.
Hopefully this time the food won't give me fucking food poisoning.
You didn't get. I got food poisoning.
You got food. Oh yeah, because you ate the fucking.
I had the cheese broccoli thing. That they had, which was delicious. But I gotta say, but it gave me.
I almost got food poisoning because the creamer was bad. That's why.
Yeah,
and I did technically ingest it, so I probably did get a little poisoned.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, no.
But I was the one shitting my heart out of my asshole like Elvis Presley.
That is true.
But it was good. I don't want to knock the food because the food was good.
Yeah,
I liked it.
It was good. But yeah, next week we'll talk about this wedding we're going to fucking tomorrow. But we're gonna do something we don't do, and that is listen to you guys. Because apparently
we do gossip like this all the time, and now we're gossip people because that's how we've been doing it for the past couple of episodes.
But okay, so
many episodes.
Sarah, can you explain why are we talking about the Try Guys again?
I don't fucking know. I think it's an interesting. I think
it is interesting, but like people requested this, right? People
yes, they really wanted us to. They wanted to know where
they did they comment to you?
They commented on my Twitter, and then more people commented on it and liked it, and they really want it. So we have to do it.
You guys didn't do this to my Twitter.
Yeah, everybody go to Josh's Twitter. Josh has a Twitter account. They really like it when I post about the podcast. I'm gonna start doing it all the time, I guess, to get likes. I'm just going to start clout chasing our own podcast.
I don't think that's clout chasing. I think that's good marketing, and I don't do that. But okay, so
Try Guys. I want to go back because people don't know where the Try Guys are from. Try Guys started out with BuzzFeed, back with like the really cringy, and a lot of the BuzzFeed, the people on BuzzFeed who, like pre-Gamergate or during Gamergate, where everybody was like, SJW feminism is bad. I hate all these people. Anita Sarkeesian, I'm a incel, but nobody knows it yet. And fucking, which isn't even true. I was young and I was caught up in Gamergate and like anti-SJW shit because I was a little baby.
Yeah, fucking.
But there were feminists fighting for SJW shit. And that included like some of the people on BuzzFeed, some of the cringier takes on BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
There was a thing about do you remember what was it called? It's called digital blackface. They made a video on digital blackface and everybody was like, that's not a thing. Yes, it is. Actually, yeah. If you think about it now, you're like, wow, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a thing.
For sure it is.
Yeah.
And, there were a lot of things where people were ahead of its time. But then also there was a vibe with BuzzFeed where everybody did this performy, like, I'm a millennial and I'm going to eat a piece of cake. You know?
No, I do remember
that's
that.
The video. The Try Guys were like the pinnacle of that because it was 4 fucking guys doing one thing. Which I think also was born out of the, like, Coworker tries this challenge.
Yeah, shit like that. Yeah.
Which was a big piece of content that came out of YouTube and is still a big piece of content.
Yeah.
And they built their fucking, business off of that. BuzzFeed has a part of their business. Apparently Ned, the guy who cheated on his wife, which everybody knows that now. There's no,
yeah,
it's
no,
not a
it's
big
not, yeah.
reveal. Was apparently the guy to convince everyone else to start the company. So they were making the videos for years, and then Ned was like, let's make it our own content, our own company, and, get BuzzFeed to give us an investment. And there's apparently like a recorded podcast of him convincing them.
Wow, really?
I know, which is crazy.
Jesus. Years
and years and years go by. There are apparently, I've heard of this. I don't know if this is a rumor, but at this point, guys, you should know that I'm just like your Italian uncle saying wrong things about politics to you. Like,
I'll just leave my mic over here and let Sarah just do whatever she wants to do
wrong,
on this
I'm
one.
Wrong.
So you guys
correct
have fun.
Me in the
Bye.
comments. I'm completely wrong. I don't care. Fuck. So I've heard a rumor that Ned has had some skeevy. He's been accused of being creepy to fans.
Yeah, his name is Ned.
I know, right? And he looks like that. So I'm like, well, yeah. But then also, like, I will admit I don't
know. Yeah.
I've seen him before. I never thought a second thing.
I want to state for the record, I didn't know what the fuck the Try Guys were. Or if I did, they were such a fucking thing that I just scrolled past. In the background, yeah.
I knew about the Try Guys. I knew about the guy that looks like Grant from College Humor. And I knew about Eugene because Eugene came out a couple years ago and that was a big deal. And that was awesome. And I knew about with the other fucking guy that's not Ned, but I forgot his name because I think he's pretty funny. But legitimately, I never think about Ned in my life.
Yeah.
But then if you came up to me and said he's a piece of shit, and I looked at him, I'd be like, well,
probably.
I mean, that's what I would expect from a guy that looks like that, and his name is Ned.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's just intuition, I guess, from people. So I'm not upset at people being shocked by this guy cheating.
I definitely think there's reason to be I think there's always a reasonable level of shock,
cheating is bad.
Cheating's bad, yeah.
It's a shock when you like think somebody is a really good person and you like them and they make you happy.
Parasocial fucking
it's a parasocial relationship. You have a parasocial relationship with Ned and then he does a bad thing that you think is wrong and then you get shocked. That's not shocking to me that people are shocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
But it became like this weird parasocial. People were becoming parasocial with the people that are parasocial with the Try Guys. Like,
yeah, it was a weird.
Everybody's reaction was strange.
Yeah, I remember. I think I heard about the whole thing through Twitter.
Yeah,
I think it was just like a trending thing, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck these people are.
And then Seth Rogen is tweeting, "What's a Try Guy?" And it's like, where are we?
Yeah,
what's
and
going
then you
on?
look at NPR, New York Times, Variety, Rolling Stone, all these major news outlets making articles about this, and I'm like,
what's the point
of
that?
Where's my article? What the fuck? I want an article.
I see this more as like a maybe a warning about making a company with your friends publicly, and each of you individually having a brand. And also, well, we're not friends. It's a little different, bro.
It's a little different. Okay, all right, yeah.
Dude, that'd be so fucking crazy if one of us cheated. But we talk about it all the time, too. I think that would be so funny. Like I said last time with the fucking, which people really liked.
Only if it's funny do I get that.
Yeah, you get to cheat on me if it's funny, which same for me too. But I don't know how it could be funny for me. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think in general, just in my life, I've worked at places where people cheat with their subordinates. And it's not right, but it happens
a lot more frequently than people think.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with the weird moral panic of like, I can't believe he did that. And it's like, you can't believe it? I can.
It's pretty easy to believe.
Throw away long-ass fucking marriages all the time.
Once you start working in any place.
Having a camera on you doesn't really change any of that, honestly.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It just makes it way harder to get away with it.
Yeah, it just makes it like, oh, shit.
The difference is instead of at your restaurant where you can whisper to everybody ooh, I accidentally fucked Sarah name.
Angela.
Oh, accidentally. Oh, I fucked Angela. Ooh. You can see the difference is, there's a camera in front of you, so you're not going to say that.
Right. Or that everybody around you knows who you are. And if you fucked Angela, you're going to ruin your bag.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Like, I think that's the thing for me that I was shocked by was like, damn, he would really throw away like millions of dollars like that. Like, yeah, it's like, it's not good to cheat. And it's not good to not cheat just because you want money. But also, like, come on. You couldn't. If I was like, okay, you cheat with like the love of your life.
No, yeah, I think it's bad.
You get to keep making millions of dollars every day. I would be like, fuck the love of my life. I am making $1 million every day. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
I think it's bad. If the sole reasoning is, I'm going to make $1 million and that's the only thing preventing you from cheating, I think you have some weird morals at that point. But like,
I don't think so.
If like
I just think sex isn't that important to you. I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah. No. That's
fair.
it.
But okay. So all right. So Ned Fulmer.
Yeah.
Fucks a subordinate.
Yeah. Well, I think so. That was the thing. Everybody was like, and of course, it's the nature of the internet is misogynist.
Oh yeah.
So everybody started dunking on her, and it's like, yeah, okay, she cheated on her fiance with Ned also.
But I mean, Ned was in the position of power.
Right. So it's like
what the fuck, guys?
I don't know, and I also don't agree with sending death threats to either of them.
No,
it's like
I don't think so either.
You don't know them.
You don't know them. Yeah,
they're just like I
don't think knowing them makes it better to tell them to kill themselves.
Well, it's like okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you knew someone that was like your boss and you found out he was fucking somebody else, you wouldn't go up to him and be like, kill yourself. You wouldn't be like, I'm gonna out you on Twitter. Yeah, maybe you would, but like nobody would care about it. Yeah, but that's the difference.
Is that you have billions of people, millions of people,
and that's what makes it interesting to me because fucking now this guy had such a huge responsibility to everyone around him, and all these fucking people that he fucked over, like the Try Guys.
Yeah,
and the entire company, the fucking brands that now that. Like, how crazy is that? That you have fucking Kellogg's. You have a Kellogg's contract. You just made a fucking
cereals.
TV show for the Food Network. And you're putting that in jeopardy because you want to kiss somebody in New York. Who are you?
I want to give a girl a little smooch.
You're a rich bastard. That's what you are.
Yeah. I totally fucking get that. Yeah.
I don't know. So I guess I'm weird. I just boiled this down to a money lawyer thing, but people are really making it like a moral thing, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
and cheating is different for everybody. It could be that his wife knew about it and was like okay with it. It could be polyamory, whatever. I don't know. I don't know the details.
It doesn't seem like it.
It doesn't seem like it. But also, like, who are we to say what it is?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it is just like. Yeah, the biggest issue, which is weird because like the cheating thing is bad. I will say it's bad if it is just full on cheating.
It's bad to cheat.
Yeah,
it's bad to lie to your partner. Whoa.
Yeah, we're saying some heavy shit right now.
If a friend of mine was like, "Hey, I cheated on my partner for 10 years, who's also your friend," I would be like, "Okay, we're never speaking again."
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak again. Yeah.
But then also, if it was like some guy cheating on his wife, I'm not gonna be like, oh, that guy should go to jail. You know,
that guy needs to be locked up.
There are different things.
Yeah, but like I think it's the abuse of power, I feel like is the thing that's the kicker.
Yeah, that's the thing that's really fucked up.
Because like I don't know, and then like it's the abuse of power and then fucking over your friends / coworkers.
Yeah.
I think that's like probably
opening them up to lawsuits.
Yeah, right. Like making it to where like they have to it's one thing, right, to like quit and be like, hey guys, I'm gonna leave in 2 weeks because I want to go fuck my subordinate.
I want to ruin my life.
I want to ruin my life. It's another thing to do it for a year and then get caught and then everyone has to clean up your mistake.
Right. Yeah. And I think also the insidious part of it is the way that I don't know. It just feels like this really exposed the internet and the fans to being just like rabid animals.
Yeah.
People brought up Eugene's childhood. People were like, people are crazy. I saw like body language experts.
Oh, yeah. Like the one guy that we used to watch all the time.
Yeah, he did a video on it.
He did?
Yeah, of course he does.
God.
Dude, he's always out there for clout, dude. He was so fucking wrong on the remember that girl that went missing that everybody was like her boyfriend didn't murder her? Remember that girl?
Oh, yeah.
In the van?
Yeah,
And he totally murdered her?
Yeah.
And the fucking Observe guy was like, nope, I don't know, but I don't think so. And then, yes.
And then I'm not a scientist. I'm not a... It's not
For
a
sure
thing.
that guy did.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys ever just get a feeling, maybe?
Like, I don't know, maybe trust your fucking instincts? I don't know.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But it's just like, dude, stop that. And then the counter parasocial, the people that hate the Try Guys so much because they've been hearing about them every day for a week.
Yeah.
Now we're like, I want the Try Guys to go die. That's unhealthy too.
That's very unhealthy, yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. You guys can't wait another week for it to die down? Like...
And, you know, I don't watch the Try Guys that much. I used to. And I don't know their personalities deeply, and they weren't my comfort channel or whatever. But I was watching we were watching the podcast.
The podcast they made about it like a few days ago, like
after
after everything.
Let's talk about it or something.
And I think they made a joke like we've used that title so many times and it's weird to use it for real.
For clickbait, yeah.
Yeah.
And they seem chill. They seem like normal
they
fucking
seem
guys.
Fine. Like, I don't know. I'm not for or against them. I think I'm more interested in them now because of this. But like, not because of this, but like because I watched the podcast.
I think also like it's a weird experience being a YouTube person and having a personal life at the same time because you do act different than what you are on your YouTube.
On the fucking camera, yeah.
I just assume everybody I watch on YouTube just runs around and does drugs and has sex. Like I just assume that.
Yeah.
And that they're
something's going on in them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, this wasn't like Ned didn't like rape a kid, he didn't like. So
that's your line.
He didn't do a crime.
He's not the fucking chupacabra from The Outsider. Yeah, no.
I'm making Josh watch The Outsider.
Yeah, you are. So yeah, no, that's your line. That's your.
Yeah, like I mean, he didn't go and steal a bunch of diamonds from Jared's.
I think that would be based. That would be pretty good. I would want to watch
It'd be
more.
Like, he's kind of based. But no, like he didn't commit a crime. He didn't like. I don't know. He
just did something shitty.
He just did a kind of a shitty thing that a lot of people have as a deal breaker for friendship, relationships, many things.
Yeah, I don't blame anyone for having that be a deal breaker because fucking that's a shitty thing.
Blame me for being shocked. A parasocial relationship is not a great relationship. Yeah, you should probably not have those. But also like what do you the people the people that say like, oh, that's parasocial. What do you want me to fucking do with that? My brain is wired this way now. Yeah. I like these guys. If they commit crimes.
I'm gonna, I don't know.
I'm gonna be upset.
You're telling me there wasn't a little bit of a bump in or a valley in Tom Cruise's personality when he started becoming a Scientology freak? Like,
jumping on couches.
Couch. Yeah.
And Nicole Kidman was like, oh, that guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So like, I see people comparing this to Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, which I don't even want to get into.
Oh yeah, I'm not touching that one.
I
with
do
a
not
10-foot
ever
fucking pole
want to
anymore.
see it. I just don't want to.
If I see anything, that was like months
scroll
ago.
Past. I have to go into my Twitter and say not interested. I don't want to see this.
Yeah, stop showing me this, please and thank you.
Please stop. Like I don't know what even side to be on actually, and I'm just never gonna learn. Fucking. Like, come on, man. They're fucking rich ass bastards.
Fucking
all
crackers,
of them. All of them are rich ass bastards. I don't care about it. But then, so the last thing I want to say is the Try Guys went on the podcast and they kind of related, which people are saying that they didn't do this, but it is, I watched them say it. So they did say this. They said that this was a trauma to them.
Yeah. And I get it.
Yes.
I think it is a trauma. Yeah, it's
now people are going on the internet and saying therapy talk has been so watered down, which it has. Like I can't say narcissist to my therapist without her thinking I'm an idiot. You know?
You can't say the word gaslight without people being like, but like
really?
Did you actually and
then you have to actually be like, no, really, like the actual literal term from the dictionary.
No, I think that is a problem.
It is. But
I think you could be easily traumatized by the sudden loss of a friendship.
Of a 10-year friendship.
That...
Paranoia that, like, your business is going to tank.
It's fucked, yeah.
Yeah. And then people... Like, it's so funny because you say that to people online, and then they'll be like, boo-hoo. I'm like, you're a psychopath.
I don't know. Like, I listen, guys, fucking eat the rich. Got it. Cool. I'm a fan of that. I don't think these guys are at the point of like being even an appetizer. They got 20
employees.
Yeah.
They're
a small business.
Yeah. fuck? Open a business.
Open a business. Yeah.
Open a business and find out how hard it is to have 20 employees. It's hard.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking hard. Oh, and then, care about one thing,
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen, I love haters. I'm a hater.
Oh, yeah.
Hating is a way of life, and I will defend it until the end of my
but don't
personal
be
life.
stupid about it. Have a little bit of logic between your hatred, you know what I mean?
Like, be smart about it, you know?
I think that's the real issue is people these days aren't smart about hating. You know what I'm saying?
It's just, there's so many things that this brought out that was like, wow, we're wrong for this.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
I don't know, like shit, man. Everyone's gonna be wrong,
Like moral panics, weird, like people are popping up with these weird, like,
fucking, yeah.
I don't know. There's weird things to be upset about.
I don't know, man. I think they'll pop back. The
I think they'll be fine. They all do individual things.
Yeah, which like makes sense. So I don't know. It's just one guy fucked it up and they kicked that guy out, which is the right thing to do.
Which it's like, remember when the American Apparel CEO was sexually harassing his employees by sending them dirty text messages?
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
The one where, listen, maybe you need to blur this out, beep this out, because it's pretty bad. It's the one where he goes, I want that baby girl drool all over my cock.
Yeah, okay, I remember that because I think that was Steve Zaragoza.
Steve Zaragoza read it on SourceFed, who
also should be canceled.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say that for any personality.
Everybody should be canceled.
I should be canceled.
Yeah, me too. Yes, for all the cocaine that I do.
We're wearing this hat.
Yeah, you guys are gonna find out all the bad shit about us like 20 years from now.
Not yesterday. You're gonna find it the day before this comes out. It's out there. But no, fucking what was I saying? But I do remember the American Apparel CEO.
Yeah, he got fucking removed from his position.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do.
That's what happens when you
fuck around, you find out. Like,
when you commit sexual
harassment
or assault, which I mean,
this wasn't like
it wasn't assault, but it was an abuse of power.
Yeah, no, obviously,
it's still like an HR rule if the company makes
and also
it an
he was
HR
the
rule.
HR guy.
Yeah, he was.
So like, what the fuck? Yeah,
that's pretty fucked up.
So I don't know. I think I don't know. Fuck Ned.
Fuck Ned.
I can't wait for his Louis C.K. return. He's gonna have a fucking channel called Sorry.
He's got such a shitty. Oh, and also like people are now shitting on his wife for not immediately leaving him and doing the like badass.
Choice, I guess.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like fucking crazy that you're like, oh, I'm losing respect for her because she's not doing exactly what you want her to do.
I don't know. I don't
know how that's feminist.
Yeah.
Progressive. Anything. I don't understand that at all.
Shit's complicated.
You don't know her fucking life. They have children.
Like,
yeah. It's like, calm down, children.
Like, they're going to have to figure out, like, because I mean, listen, probably divorce is going to happen eventually, but they have to
that takes time.
That takes a lot of time to figure out.
Yeah. And you got to figure out where everybody's going.
Custody battles.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, yeah.
And I mean, I've noticed this before this happened, that people lose a lot of grace for people in abusive relationships, And I never agree with it. Like, the tone of voice that you have when you're talking to someone is usually more important than what you're actually saying.
Yeah.
And people just don't, either they do know that and they don't give a shit. They just want to sound like a badass from the movies, which if that's the case, Hollywood has failed us.
Do you feel lucky, punk?
Right. It's like, what do you, like, I mean, we're going to do Quora soon, but fucking, it's like when you go on Quora and you read a fucking thing that's like, my boyfriend kicks my cat all the time, and then you go into the comments and they're like, leave him, dumbass.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? You're just making her feel bad.
Calm down.
That's what you're going to do. Tier 1. Tier 2, she's going to have the idea to leave him, but she's going to be more like focused on her being upset that you think she's a dumbass.
God. I don't know. Just stop being weird, guys.
Learn how to talk to people.
I will say, this does remind me of the fucking Adam from Funhouse when he fucking sent nudes from his fucking office.
Yeah.
And like they fucking kicked him off, which is again the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Haywood from Achievement Hunter being a fucking groomer, kicking him off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Those companies are still around. And I think they've recovered. So I guess that's why I think the Try guys will.
Well, I mean, I don't know. People think that Rooster Teeth is like on a decline, though.
I mean, kind of, but like I don't know. I feel like but I mean, it's still around. I guess that's the
true.
thing, and that was like what, early 2020. So 2 years after that, they're still at least here.
Around. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I'm curious, but
it's interesting because usually what determines a successful company pre-scandal is existing and profit.
That is true.
Then post-scandal, it has to be profit versus your previous profit prior to the scandal.
Yeah, so
when really success is usually a mindset in a business. Sorry to get grifter vibes here, but usually
so
it's
Sarah,
like,
what MLM are you going to pawn off everybody to?
LuLaRoe.
APWSTR MLM.
MLM. I don't know why that's so funny. But yeah, no, fucking, it's just chill out. Chill. Even
Just
then,
chill
we
out.
watched a documentary on Rooster Teeth's like inevitable decline, and I was like, this is all parasocial.
This is very parasocial, yeah. But I watched it. Oh boy, did I watch it because I was curious.
Right, I want to know like the actual beats. Like, can I get facts, please?
Yeah, facts and logic, please.
Don't just be like, and then it became big dog stinky poo poo head.
The quality declined because I don't think it's funny when they make fun of conservative.
I don't like it when they say stuff anymore.
Ethan from H3 is no longer as cool because he's a fucking lib.
It's like, what did Jacksepticeye say recently? I think he said it to Markiplier maybe, but he was like, hey, listen, you know, like, it was really
I don't watch
poignant.
either of these men.
Yeah, you do.
I watch one of those men.
The Jacksepticeye is actually pretty interesting.
No, yeah, I think
to me.
Jacksepticeye's fine. I don't think either of them are bad. That's how they get canceled.
I mean, like,
In which
I don't
case,
know.
rescind everything I just said.
Well, I mean, Jacksepticeye, he lost his father a while ago, and then his comments were like filled with people dunking on his dad dying to like get him upset to get a response, I guess. And
I
it's
remember
like
that.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the level of, I think he really understands the level of parasocial shit like that it can get to where it's like, it really just disrespectful. Like, so he was talking about like, oh, you know, all the comments that you see where it's like, oh, I like this era of this person's YouTube or whatever. And he said like, you don't actually like that. It's just when you were watching that, you were a kid and enjoying your life because you were a child and having a good childhood.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing this actually.
At least having free time to like, you know, watch something and have a nice time where you could watch a video. And now you're an adult and you are actually wishing for your childhood back. So the content hasn't really changed, or if it has, doesn't necessarily mean that it got worse. It's just that you miss a period of time.
Yeah.
And yeah. And I think that's why people really hate change, like Ned fucking cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
Because now nothing will ever be the same.
Exactly. That's a part of their life has been now taken away.
And now there's like a previous era of the Try Guys.
And now there's from here on out, yeah.
Which I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. The people saying that that's not hurtful don't understand grief at all. Even a little bit. Those are the people that are going to like, I don't know, lose a dog and not care about it, and then get another dog and lose that dog, and then all of a sudden be a fucking waste for the rest, like a month, 2 months, and people are gonna be like, over a dog, and he's gonna be like, you don't get it, because you didn't process your fucking emotions,
literally,
because you don't think grief, like, you know, you think there's like actual big trauma and big grief, and those are the only times you're allowed to be sad in your life.
Right next to big pharma and big.
No, that's a real thing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
There's a big T trauma and little T trauma.
That makes sense.
So, like little things that happen where you're like, like, you know, when you're a baby, you want a cookie. Your mom gives you the cookie crumbles in your hands, but you thought a cookie is one cookie. That's a little T trauma for that baby because his world is so small.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
You know?
I understand what you're saying, but damn.
But like, you just don't understand it, and then they're making it like about how that other people don't understand trauma.
Yeah, so like, what the fuck?
And I'm like, no, you're just wrong. No, actually, you're wrong.
You're just fucking wrong about
and
this
you're
one.
Causing harm.
Damn. Shit, man.
Fuck.
Wild situation.
Right?
Wild response.
And if I get any like, I'm a therapist and Sarah's wrong, there's only one type of trauma and it's losing your dad. You're a bad therapist.
And you
I
don't
will
know
discredit
Sarah.
you.
God.
Anyway, you want a wolf story?
Speaking of things that should be canceled, this wolf story.
And we might do only one chapter if it's really long.
Yeah, because right now we are running. I don't think we think we're recording for like an hour and a half.
Well, that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
But we still don't want this to be a huge.
Yeah,
thing.
we don't want. Yeah, we still gotta get the fucking ads.
Still got to get the ads.
And and then we end the show.
Which honestly, like,
we just sell you guys a product that is this podcast, and
like I
bounce.
will while this ad plays in between these chapters.
Yeah.
I will say that was the funny part of the Try Guys podcast where they were just like talking about it, and then they have like 5 ads.
They had like
there.
fucking DoorDash and shit, but and I was like,
big ass companies too.
And I'm like, man,
I was like, shit.
Hope you guys make that money, Jesus.
Like DoorDash, BetterHelp.
DoorDash, call us. BetterHelp, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, high key, fuck you, BetterHelp.
Yeah, when you're fucking my therapist fucking mom is like, don't use BetterHelp. I'm like, okay,
because they fucking doxed your mom.
Doxed your mom. Yeah. Yeah, like shit.
Yeah.
Obviously,
fucking,
no.
There was a scandal with BetterHelp where they just like put
just put everyone's numbers and
put phone numbers, like fucking
make it public and information
is publicly on BetterHelp's website, and if you go and try to get the profile down, they are like, you have to claim it first, which makes it real. It makes it look like you wanted it. It's so fucked.
So shit. Yeah, we will never be sponsored by BetterHelp. And this is me saying that right now.
No, yeah, we're not ever going to do that. Yeah,
it's going to be... We're going to cease and desist.
I'm really surprised that a lot of people do it. Because it's also like not cheap therapy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
BetterHelp has never been as cheap as my insurance makes therapy.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe if you don't have insurance, it's cheaper.
It might be your best bet,
but it's
like
about the same, I feel like.
Yeah, you might be better off trying to find something more in person or a video call.
Or a therapist with a sliding scale or something.
Yeah, like, so I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
I'm willing to bet there's better ways to find online therapy, even if you don't have insurance.
But I think the thing that they make it is accessibility, because it is hard to find a therapist. It is hard to find a therapist,
yeah, but like the cost is...
Like, you're putting that work in to not have to pay $120 every week.
Yeah.
You know? At your fucking therapist. I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, no, fucking
Anyway, chapter 7 of this wolf story, something completely different.
All right, sorry, you gotta recap everything. Do you remember? It's been 3 weeks.
She went back to school.
Did it end on... It ended on them on the lawn, right?
I think it was the lawn, yeah.
Yeah, and they're falling in love because they don't realize the plot device is when the tattoo goes fucking awooga. That's when she's like fucking into it.
Yeah.
None of those words made sense.
No, and none of these words are going to make sense either.
Yeah.
But no, they got on the motorcycle and now they're driving home to research the tattoo.
All right. And they're going to find out that it says awooga.
Yeah, it's wooga wooga, I'm very horny.
And then fucking eyes popping out Bugs Bunny style.
I hope it's like, oh, we have to find the lost city of
Just
Carnassus.
for them to say that you got a fucking boner. Jesus.
Well, that's what metaphors are. That's what writing's about, all right? Listen.
Okay, yeah, but usually the metaphors have to like make sense. Like,
no.
First time my hat's come off, Jesus. I'm already feeling the heat. I'm feeling the fucking heat right now.
Technically, your hat's been off for every episode before this because you haven't had it.
Hey, well, I mean, I'm wearing the fucking hat now. Jesus Christ, I gotta get so caught up in the technical details. That's my job while we read this fucking wolf story. So let's fucking get into it.
Jesus, fuck.
God.
Okay. We arrive at the pack house in 25 minutes. I don't go as fast as I did on the way to school. I feel like I should watch my driving more with Ryder here. Something in me feels protective of him. I don't know why that made you laugh immediately. I don't see what's funny about that.
Why is that the fucking information we're given? I don't give a shit.
I mean, like, yeah. That's how this person writes their stuff.
I know. It's just after not having power, after not having anything, and then coming back to all this, just having all the emotion of what we're about to read. I just had another mental breakdown, like I did the past fucking 20 fucking times we've tried starting this fucking podcast.
That's true.
God damn it.
That is real.
Okay.
I park the bike and we both climb off, leaving our helmets on the seat. We head into the pack house and I lead the way to the pack library. Don't fucking move your hands like that.
I'm gonna move my hands like that. I can't see it.
When the enemy vampires shoot the shit out of the fucking shoot at them from behind the thing and it hits the helmet or something, then you're gonna be eating your words.
I will be, yeah. And I can't wait for that.
Totally happens.
I totally can't wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Are there even vampires in this world? Have we
No.
established that?
No,
That'd be really
cool,
funny.
though.
If just,
I said it as like a dumb thing, but then I was like, that's actually
might be
cooler
cool,
than
yeah.
just werewolves
Yeah.
existing. We head into the pack house and I lead the way to the pack library.
next to the pack books and the pack bookshelves.
Yeah. I head into the wolf home
Where all the wolves are and all the
head
wolf...
to the wolf library where the wolf books are next to the wolf chairs and the wolf table.
No, let me make that even dumber. Then we go to the dog house to go to the dog library, to the dog books to get the dog library ladder and the dog.
I'm going to draw that later. We head into the pack house and I lead the way to the pack library. We arrive in the library and Ryder looks around.
Alive in the library? Is that actually a typo?
We arrive in the
library. I thought you said
library.
alive. Sorry. Okay.
Maybe I did. I don't know. This place is huge, he says. I know. It used to be my favorite place to be. This way to the werewolf history books.
First of all, he's practicing for a Fun Spot commercial. Second of all,
This place is huge.
That's a Florida joke for the Floridians. You're welcome.
God bless. I say, leading him up the winding wooden staircase. We reach the top and walk over to the corner on one of the sides, and I pull out a few books and stack them in his arms. These are big books, he says. He's just pointing
Are
out.
you guys supposed to be at school?
You should know this is after school.
This is after school? Okay, no.
He's
Because,
just pointing at the size of everything.
it's fucking big.
This is big.
That's big.
This is
I'm
also
small.
big. I'm small compared to that. It's like Grover from fucking Sesame Street. Near. Far. Okay, these are big books, he says as I stack another 2 on the 3 he's
My
holding.
itty witty brain won't be able to handle these big words in these big books.
Yeah, I know. They're pretty old, too, I say. I grab out 3 more books and we head back down the staircase and place the books on the table and take a seat. I grab one and Ryder grabs another and we start flicking through the dusty pages. I finish the book but find nothing about the glowing gold lights on my wrist and my muzzle when I turn into a wolf.
Wait, muzzle?
Yeah, when she turns into a wolf, the lines go on her muzzle.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, wait, do you know what a muzzle is?
It's the...
It's a nose.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Of
All right,
the
cool.
wolf.
All right, cool.
You found anything? I ask Ryder as he grabs another book and closes the one he was reading. Nothing. You? Nope, I say, flicking through the rest of the pages of the book I've got. This book has nothing either, so I grab another one. I've just started flicking through the pages when Ryder's phone goes off. He looks at it and sighs. What's up? I ask him. It's my mom. She's asking if I can...
knew it. Sorry, I was going to say it's my mom, but you beat me to it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's my mom. She's asking if I can come and meet her at the front door so the beta can show us our rooms, he says. Oh, you should go. I'll be here for a while, so don't worry about it, I tell him. I feel bad just leaving you here. I can tell her to do it without me, Ryder says. I can tell my mom to go fuck herself. Straight up. My mom can go fuck herself. I'd rather fuck you. I mean, fuck. Shit. I'm fine. Go, honestly, I say, smiling at him. Okay, I'll talk to you later, he says, smiling and standing up. I smile and pull out my phone and plug in my headphones. I switch on my playlist and put my headphones on, then turn back to the book. It's Beats to Chill and Study to for werewolves.
Parentheses, werewolf hip hop.
Hip hop chill beats to study and relax to.
Is it just the regular lo-fi girl, but they add a little bit of ooh to it?
And like the like other dog sounds like a doorbell. Or like the sound of the mail truck.
Yeah. Shit to get excited by. Parentheses, doorbell.
Shit to get excited. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Cat meows. Oh shit.
Whoever wrote this,
fuck.
contact me. We'll make some...
Oh my god, there's gonna be so much fucking art I want to make after this.
Just the entirety of Meow the Jewels.
I'm gonna make fan art for this fucking AO3, this Wattpad.
I'm already on my
God.
third LaCroix. We're not even halfway done with this fucking podcast. I spilled it all over me. God damn it.
I flick through all the books for what feels like forever. Fucking choose a different verb than flick. You've said it 5 times already.
Can't wait for the sex scene, because that's just gonna be the same verb over and over again.
I get to the last book, which happens to be the largest of all the books.
Yeah, you're choking on the...
Sometimes that happens to me. Shut up. I get to the last book, which happens to be the largest of all the books. I'm getting closer to the end of the book. When I see something, I stop flicking and go back to the page. I read over the page and gasp.
You can just say flip, too. You can
say flip.
You can switch between them if you want to still have the F.
You could say read. We would understand that you are moving the pages.
Yeah. Read a few pages ahead.
You don't even mention the pages. I read the book. We understand that you have to flip the page.
Read past, I don't know. Yeah, fucking.
Now I'm getting frustrated with this story. Now I'm getting upset.
Fucking long enough. Jesus, join me. Join.
Okay. Stories state that the one with the golden bands on their wrists as a human and on their muzzle as a wolf is no ordinary wolf. These wolves are pure white, except from the golden lines. In history, these wolves have been rejected by their mates. Their first mate is, however, not who the moon goddess had specifically chosen for them. Their destined mate is, in fact, the person who makes the golden lines glow. This is their second chance mate, but the one who the moon goddess actually chose, I say, reading out loud. Oh my...
Oh my
That's
God.
really funny.
And also, no shit. You don't need a fucking history degree of the moon goddess to put some context clues together. Jesus Christ.
Well, maybe it's not important.
I mean, maybe, but like...
It seems like it would be, but...
It seems like it, yeah.
Maybe there's other stuff that's going to happen. Maybe like 9/11, Wolf 9/11's going to happen. I don't know.
Can't wait for that.
Can't wait for that because, the planes... like we've established before.
Yes, yeah, all right.
It hasn't happened yet, so maybe it will happen. I don't know. They got to get through this. Oh my gosh, I say under my breath. Ryder is the mate I'm supposed to be with. Without realizing it, I fall asleep in my chair.
What? What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I want to fuck a teen.
Did the book roofie you? What the fuck, dude?
Like,
come on.
I need water.
Jesus Christ.
Did
the fucking book roofie you?
The book confused. Had fentanyl in it.
Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God, dude. What the fuck? You didn't realize you fell asleep.
I didn't. You did. Of course, nobody realizes they've fallen asleep.
Yeah, you just fall asleep. And also,
you're astral projecting.
You learn this exciting thing, and your first thought is, I'm fucking bored.
Oh shit! I get to fuck a cute boy.
You find out what a fucking boner is, and you're just like, lame. Fucking Jesus.
Oh God! I think we're in a dream now. Okay,
we're in a dream.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
I know as soon as I appear in a field surrounded by a forest that this is not an ordinary dream. Why is that not an ordinary? You're just in nature.
You're in a dream. Most dreams aren't ordinary.
No. I don't know.
Unless you dream of going to a fucking office.
What's an ordinary dream? I guess. Yeah. Going to school and realizing you're not wearing any pants or something.
Oh no, it's the last day of the class for the test.
And the prom is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know as soon as I appear in a field surrounded by a forest that this is not an ordinary dream. I'm wearing a long white dress, and when I touch my hair, I find a golden wreath resting on top of perfect curls. All right.
Wait, what?
I'll say it again.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a long white dress, and when I touch my hair, I find a golden wreath resting on top of perfect curls.
Okay, so it's just okay. All right.
You're just. All
right. Now we're gonna get okay. No, I'm cool. I'm fine. I like it, but whatever.
Where am I? No question mark. I ask mostly to myself. You're in my home, the woods of the moon. A sing-song voice says. Sorry, I'll say that again. You're in my home, the woods of the moon. A sing-song voice says. I turn around to see a woman in a dress. It's white with lace sleeves that touch the ground. She's beautiful with long brown curly hair that tumbles to her waist. She has bare feet and her hair has a small silver tiara in it. Not gold, because I'm the queen here.
Yeah.
Right? Fuck. I'm better than Moon Goddess, all right? Her face doesn't have a trace of makeup. She's not like other girls.
She's not like the other girls.
And she has a defined face, but in a good way.
What does
that mean?
A defined face, much like a Frankenstein would
I
have.
thought an undefined face was like me, like fat. Like,
Or, you, or,
what, is
or
that
like
bad?
you have like no chin or like fucking like I don't
so
know.
it's bad to have a defined face too? Fuck
So
it.
is it bad to have, is it bad to have cheekbones? I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
shit.
I thought it was good to have those. I don't know.
What is the standard of beauty in this world?
So I can attain it. You're the moon goddess, I say. In one of my forms, I change as I please. This is my favorite, she says, smiling kindly at me. You're very beautiful, I tell her honestly. I feel like you're not being honest. I don't know what it is.
I feel like I wasn't thinking that you were being honest because I thought you were being honest. What are you talking about? What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you. You are too. White is your color, she saes. I don't know why this sounds like a Summer from Rick and Morty. Like,
yeah. Oh, because she's not like the other girls. Yeah, she's
right. Oh, thank you, I say, blushing. Why am I here? You are a very rare wolf, and I am rather interested in seeing how you will cope with the information you just learned, she says. I don't get it. Why me? And why Ryder? I ask her. Because he's got a thick, long cock.
Perfect for mating.
And you have wide hips.
And you will breed the next generation of super Aryan wolves.
Super Aryan wolves and take out those dirty other wolves.
I want this to be the moon goddess is just moon goddess Hitler.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus. Because who's the bad guy?
That would be amazing. An amazing story.
Yeah,
like,
that would be.
Sometimes God is wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do the Thor thing where it's the God killer, but make the God killer like the protagonist.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Please come and sit with me, she says, gesturing to the seat that is hanging from the large oak tree to the side of the field. We go and sit down and the swing and swing lightly. We go and sit down and the swing and swing lightly. What a fucking sentence.
So this was written on a phone is what I'm hearing? Because I feel like this is all autocorrect now.
It was written at 4 a.m. for sure. Hastily. You have been through tough times. I saw this would happen when you were born. I could tell even then when I blessed you as a child that you could learn and grow because you are strong. And why Ryder? You two fit together. I think you two would make the perfect mates and the perfect alpha and alpha female, she says. I don't want another mate. After James, I don't really think I can go through that again, I tell her.
But you're obviously falling in love with Ryder. What?
Yeah.
I'm so okay.
I don't know. The journey to happiness is one full of obstacles and things that will hurt you, but it is worth it. You, my child, you will see that, she says. That's actually fucking poignant, dog.
Yeah, but if this,
nice.
I feel like this is now becoming like a weird, like, you better stay in your fucking place, female, right? Because the moon goddess did say alpha and then alpha female.
Right. I wonder if that's going to be like a
Is that going to be the theme?
I hope it's like, she's like, no, I don't want an alpha.
Yeah, I want to be the alpha.
To be the alpha, yeah.
You don't have to put unemployed in front of Brendan, you know?
Right. Like, oh,
just call me Brendan. You know?
Some fucking guy that they introduced in like the 6th chapter is just going to be the king for the rest of it. Stupid.
Yeah, right.
It's almost like Prince Charming coming back to life.
Yeah, but okay, all right.
Whatever. I think one rejection is enough. I don't need more heartbreak or hurt. It's bad enough that I'm going to lose my parents. I can't lose anything else, I tell her, trying not to think too much about my parents. But you did, so, you know.
Yeah,
but I get it. I do that too.
I get it, yeah.
You're right. There's always going to be something that might hurt you, but without the possibility of pain, there can be no pleasure. But the decision is yours. You can keep your heart on the line, or you can keep it in that box, she says. Fuck.
Damn, all right.
Okay. This shit is hitting me. This is getting good.
This is getting good, yeah. This is the co-writer. This is the...
Yeah, somebody came in and was like, let me fucking fix up your wolf story.
No, what happened was the original writer got a voice recorder and then had a friend at school and like he said a bunch of poignant things and like a black turtleneck and just put it in front without him knowing.
Or they're actually a good writer and they just get bogged down in the details. Like,
yeah, that is possible. That is possible.
Yeah. I sigh. I know it's a difficult decision and you don't have to make it now. You have time. I have faith that you will make the right choice. She says, tucking a piece of hair behind my ear. Kiss, kiss, kiss the moon goddess, kiss the moon goddess. The image starts fading. Our time is up. I'm always with you, my child. Remember that, no matter what decision you make, she says, pressing her lips to my forehead. Then the dream fades and I jolt awake. This is how I know I'm gay. Step on me, moon goddess. Please. I'd be like, fuck Ryder. I want to fuck the moon goddess.
Get that fucking man out of here.
Shit. My head slipped off my palm, so my head slipped off my palm, so my hand is resting on my folded arms with the book still open in front of me. Okay, so that's
it falls and then
yeah, that's
okay,
what happens.
Yeah,
okay.
all right.
I sit up and rub my eyes and close the book. I start.
Oh, the book didn't roofie. The moon god is roofied.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Sorry, all right, now I get it. Sorry, someone was roofing someone.
Someone roofied someone, and it was God. You got roofied by God. I sit up and rub, which is based as fuck. That's based as shit. All right, I'm not gonna let you dunk on this anymore. It's fucking awesome. I'm pro this now. I hated it earlier. Now I'm completely pro this.
I'm getting more anti this, man. Jesus.
It's lame. I sit up and rub my eyes and close the book. I start carrying the books back up the stairs and one by one put them away. Soon after I finish putting them away and I head into the kitchen, I pull some leftover pasta out of the fridge and heating up.
You guys didn't say that you guys fucking made leftover pasta. There was waffles, but there was no mention of pasta. I remember that from 3 fucking weeks ago.
You ever just like have a hallucination of Jesus Christ and then you wake up and you're like, man, I gotta make some ramen noodles.
I gotta make a fettuccine.
That's totally what I would do.
I got bagul.
You know, somebody was like, you are the chosen one. You know, Jesus Christ is like, you're the chosen one, my child. Yeah. I love you. Goodbye. And then you wake up and you're like,
spaghetti and meatball time.
I gotta go make pasta. That's totally what I would do, for sure.
That's fair, yeah.
Gabagool, is she Italian? I pull some leftover pasta out of the fridge and heat it up. I quickly eat my dinner and put the dishes in the dishwasher and decide to take my wolf out for a run.
Yeah.
That's such a cool way to say that. I'm gonna take my wolf out for a run.
Release the inner beast.
Which I feel like could be a metaphor for jilling off. I'll just put that out there, but I don't know.
I will say there is a lot of ways. I think in this
case it means literally turning into a wolf and running. Yeah, but I think I might use that.
But later on, when I ask you what you're gonna do, you're gonna say,
when you say like, "Hey, I'm gonna go edit the podcast later today," I'm gonna be like, "Great, I'm gonna go take my wolf out for a run." Don't come in.
Don't come in.
This is me time. I head out to the woods and quickly slip off my clothes and hide them in a hollow tree, then change into my wolf. Hollow, like you got like a little, okay. I sprint off, and after a few hours, I watch the sun set. I decide it's time to head back. I change from my wolf form when I reach the tree where I put my clothes and slip them on. I head inside and find Elliot, Connor, and Claudia. Finally, Connor mumbles. What's up, Peps? I ask them.
Peps?
I've never heard.
Is that meant to be Peeps?
Maybe it's supposed to be Peeps, but it's definitely Peps.
It's definitely Peps. What's up, my Dr. Peps?
What's up, Peps?
That sounds like you're trying to say
Dr. Peeper.
Dr. Peps.
I'm gonna say that every time I open the fridge now. What's up, Peps? Because you know I'm in here trying to get you.
Yeah,
you fucking little Dr. Pepper ass.
Baby, I want some pep in my step.
I want some pep in my step. You know what I mean? So sad.
Pep in my step is going to be my way of saying I'm going to go check off.
I'm going to do that so much that when I'm, in an old folks home, I'm just going to be like, what's up, Peps? And people are going to be like, what is she talking about? She's like,
yeah, because you're going to be saying that into a wall.
Yeah, right. She's like, just leave her alone. They wheel me in to go, 20 minutes before I die. Yeah. I'm just like, put some pep in my step.
You're 11's mom from Stranger Things, and that's the only thing you can say.
Yeah. Somebody needs to edit that scene where she's trying to show her like the rainbow room and everything. Yeah. And it's just like, bring me a Dr. Pepper. Yeah. I've been wanting a Dr. Pepper for 20 years, 11.
Or no, it's okay. Intersplice that with the Caitlyn Jenner Pepsi ad.
Give me a fucking Dr. Pepper.
Pepsi
it was not Caitlyn.
Everybody.
It was somebody else.
Who was it?
The ugly one that they don't like.
Kylie?
No. Well, it might have been Kylie Jenner, but she's not ugly.
I don't know. Whoever did the Pepsi commercial.
Yeah.
That
one that was like, that was pro cop.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. How was your study date? Claudia asks. What are you talking about? What study date? I asked them, taking a seat on the couch beside Elliot and putting my feet on his lap. You and Ryder. What else? We didn't have a study date. We did some research.
Yeah, it's a study date then.
I don't even know the guy. I I don't fucking know. I don't know him. What are you talking about?
I didn't just ride on a motorcycle.
Jesus just told you that he's the love of your life, and you're just like, I don't fucking know. Okay, we got to stop interrupting. This is taking a long time.
I know, it's fine, whatever.
You and Ryder, what else? We didn't have a study date. We did some research. I don't even know the guy. I say, leaning back against the arm of the couch. Sure, you guys totally like each other. Claudia says, rolling her eyes. It makes it sound sarcastic.
Yeah. You guys like love each other.
Yeah, you guys totally like each other. Like, yes.
Yeah.
That's not how sarcasm works.
Yeah.
I'm actually really tired. I'm going to go to bed. Night, guys, I tell them. I kiss Elliot on the forehead. High five Connor. Oof, friend zoned. And ruffle Claudia's hair. I then sprint up the stairs to my room. When I get there, I pull on my PJs and brush my teeth and hair. I slip into bed and lie back against the pillows. I lie back and think of England. My mind's still racing with what I read, and so I pull out a book and read it to try to get my mind off it. It doesn't work, and I'm lying there just staring at the ceiling. I don't think I can go through what I went through with James again. I have to try my best to stay away from him. With that thought, I fall asleep. Hi, guys. Can you please comment what you're thinking about this book? Thanks, X. That was a good chapter.
That was all right.
Good
that was
chapter.
Okay. Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. Also, this is what the library looks like.
That's in the Waffle House home?
Yeah. There's a Waffle House in there, and then also there's a library.
There's the fucking Library of Congress as well.
Like the Beast. It'd be so funny if it is.
I mean, okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Fine.
I love the idea that God said, hey, you know that teenage boy that you're crushing on? That's your love of your life, baby. Your high school sweethearts. Ooh. You know? Mm.
And then immediately
don't fuck him. And then you're like, I gotta eat some pasta, take a nap, tell my friends I don't love anyone. Shit. That's a very base, relatable thing to do.
That's fair. That is fair. All right. So this is getting a little more relatable, which is good.
Yeah. I think
she's getting a little more.
She's getting more personality.
Yeah.
And it's not, I mean, I wish the author could describe it better, but
that is true. That is true.
It's fucking awesome that now we're finally understanding who Kara is. You know, she's has some insecurity about her relationship with Ryder.
Yeah. Because
she's haunted by past trauma.
Yeah. So like, okay, fucking, I think that is kind of interesting then.
That is interesting.
That's a little interesting. That is a little interesting.
I still don't know where the fuck this is going.
Yeah, there's no like.
What's up?
I don't have a.
There's no overarching like, oh, let's fight the bad guy. You know?
The bad guy. I mean, yeah, there has to be a bad guy, right?
Yeah, we don't really have one.
Is it going to be the guy that was the original mate, but then also that we haven't really seen him?
Yeah, we saw him one time and he's like, whoa, you're hot now.
Is it the bullies, the female bullies? But it seems like she already took care of them.
And she's already too awesome to
she's too fucking rad. Like,
I mean,
what's
honestly,
the flaw? What's the Achilles heel? You know,
I would be fine if the Achilles heel is just like insecurity.
That's fair.
Like if just like the rest of it is just like her just being like
social anxiety of
I gotta go brush my hair.
Yeah, because like you know, which I mean, fine, yeah.
You know,
I'm curious. Damn. I do want the moon goddess to be like Hitler though. I do wish.
Yeah, the moon goddess is the villain.
That would be nice. That would be a nice little, you know.
Yeah.
This whole thing was a World War II analogy.
As soon as you put gods into stuff, I get real hype. Like the first time I ever played D&D, I was like this is D&D 5e. I'm gonna get real nerdy here. I was a dragonborn paladin, right? Meaning I had a god, and it was probably the dragon god Bahamut.
Yeah.
So eventually I met Bahamut and Bahamut's daughters, and I ended up like, you know, it sometimes I don't know what it is, but like D&D randomly you'll be like, hey, do you want to flirt with this NPC? And most of the time it's like, that's boring. Why would I want to flirt with the fucking the guy behind the counter at the inn? You know, why would I do that? You know? But then, you know, sometimes they have fucking crazy awesome backstories, and that's the fun of D&D.
Yeah.
So there was a point where I could flirt with God, my God, and I was like, hell yeah.
That's fair.
And that's just who I am as a person. It's like, it's God. I wasn't even out as a pansexual woman back then, but God was a woman, and I was also a woman for sure.
There wasn't any hints at that point.
Fuck this god. Fuck it. And I was like telling everybody that was a straight woman.
For all this time, yeah.
And by the end of it, I was married to God. We had 3 kids.
I think yeah. I think there were some hints.
There were some fucking hints, yeah. But that's like fun for me.
That's fair. Okay, all right.
That's totally my jam. So they found out they were wildly hitting buttons. They accidentally hit the one that said my jam, Sarah's jam.
That's the thing, though. There was still a lot of wildly hitting buttons.
I don't give a shit. My button got pushed, so I'm good.
But there's a chance that button's gonna get unpushed.
No.
And then a worse button's gonna be pushed.
No, you can't unpush that button, Josh. I'm writing my fan fiction.
You're writing your fan
about
fiction?
the moon goddess now.
All right. But I think in this story, there's a chance that elevator button's going to be pushed again.
No,
and even
it's
though
not
we hit
an
that
elevator
floor,
button.
There's going to be the emergency stop button.
You can't unpush that button,
But
Josh.
you can push the emergency stop button and we never reach it again.
Bro, I don't give a shit if they kill God. I don't give a shit if God is like married to a man, because in D&D, my God was married to a man. Didn't give a shit. Didn't give a fuck. He fucking died. And then I swooped the fuck in there. Mrs. Steal Your Girl. I don't give a fucking shit, dog.
All right. Okay. All right.
I don't give a goddamn shit, because you know what? It doesn't matter what happens in the story anymore. I have a headcanon of this moon goddess.
God damn it.
Maybe not with this character. This character's young.
Yeah.
But with my own personal wolf. My own personal wolf. I'm gonna fuck the moon goddess, dog. What? Look out for my fan fiction on Wattpad. My moon goddess X me fan fiction.
Wolf goddess X Sarah.
It's like, you know, it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, damn, what? I turned 18, but I don't have a mate. I don't know where. Oh, I don't have one. And the moon goddess is like, it's me, bitch. It's me, motherfucker.
So you get groomed, is what I...
Yeah, kind of.
You get taken advantage of by a much older.
Okay, fine. I live for years thinking I don't have a mate until I'm like 35.
And then, okay, yeah.
And then the moon goddess is like, it was me the whole time. It was me.
All right, that's fair then. Okay, that's more acceptable.
I live my... Okay, what about this?
Well, 35
what about this?
and a billion is technically closer than 18 and a billion.
What about this, though? It's a folk tale in the wolf universe. All right? I'm pitching you my wolf story fanfic. I'm going to write this now.
I don't have any control over whether or not this is going to be canon with this story. You realize that?
No, it's not going to be canon with this story. It's just going to be a fanfiction on Wattpad.
All right, okay.
Okay, yeah. Like I can write a fanfiction on Wattpad.
You can, yeah.
I'm 25 years old. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
I'm not fucking Penguin Publishing. I don't know why the fuck you're coming to me for approval.
Okay, it's a fucking wolf folk tale.
Okay.
Set in the wolf universe. The general wolfiverse, right?
The MCU, yeah.
The
WCU,
yeah. About a wolf that never has a mate throughout their entire life. And they die regretting that they never met their mate.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they meet the moon goddess is like, it was me.
Okay.
Like, you waited all this time.
Okay.
Tell me that's not a good fucking story.
That might be a good story. Yeah,
right?
That could be a good story.
And it's like, and then they go through like relationships that are bad because it's not their mate.
Damn. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
All right.
And like wondering what love is and stuff.
Damn. You can tackle some philosophy
That's
with
what I'm
it.
fucking saying. That would be great.
That would be good. Yeah.
I'm gonna write that.
All right, you write that.
I'm gonna write that, children. And you can have that, you know, folk in your wolf stories. Be like the Ballad of Malachi Wilberforce. The name of my first D&D character. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking write that shit.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it now.
Do it.
I'm a little embarrassed that I said all that dumb nerd shit. You guys will hype me up, please. I want to hear any fucking naysaying from you, Josh. You should support your girlfriend in her dreams.
I am supporting you. Yeah, I haven't said anything. I haven't said fucking shit.
Yeah, but your little face
betrays
everything.
Shit.
I didn't do fucking shit. Me feverishly writing this shitty, nerdy wolf fanfiction story. Well, in the background, you're like screaming.
What the fuck is going on over there? You better not be writing that wolf story.
Like kind of like how J.K. Rowling made it seem like when she was writing the first Harry Potter. Where she had the abusive husband and she had to leave and then she wrote Harry Potter. And then everybody was like, oh my God.
I can be your abusive husband to your J.K. Rowling.
That makes the art good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you all know, only way art is good is if you get fucking tortured doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If it's just fucking asshole torture.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't even do it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Speaking of asshole torture.
You gotta go pee?
And we gotta do ads. Welcome to the ad break.
Hello.
Hey, are you enjoying this podcast so far?
I know I sure am.
Then you better fucking like, comment, subscribe, hit the goddamn bell, rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and wherever other podcast platforms you listen to that have 5-star ratings.
Or swear to Christ.
Unless it's 10-star, whatever the highest star is.
Please give us the highest star.
Fucking do it. But if you want to help support us financially, there's a couple ways to do it. You can go over to patreon.com/APWSTR. We release exclusive content, early releases, and ad-free releases.
Indeedly do.
So you'll be able to fucking gabagool.
You will be able to gabagool.
And enjoy the podcast earlier with some extra bonus content. We actually released one last week, 2 Reddit stories we did exclusively for Patreon. That's out now. So definitely go enjoy that if you are a patron or if you're thinking about becoming a patron. There's also maybe merch. I don't know when the fuck I'm going to work on that, but
hell yeah.
There's also a Skillshare affiliate link if you want to learn some new stuff with Skillshare. There's a link down below. If you use that link and you decide to sign up, we get a little bit of a kickback from that. But if you guys, it's your guys' preference if you got to do that or not. And also, buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR. Yeah. You can go over there, you buy some coffees, we'll read whatever you have to say.
Yeah, and I was looking at the Apple reviews, but we don't have any more.
No more new reviews.
Some 1-star reviews.
Some new 1-star reviews?
I think so, because we went down from a 4.8 to a 4.6.
Oh, shit.
So, I don't know, sorry.
Damn, I haven't seen any new 1-star reviews recently. I know we've had a few.
Okay, well, maybe it's not new then. Yeah. I thought we were at a 4.8.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
But yeah, so I have a few coffees that we got to get to that I have not done yet. I think we haven't done this one yet. I might go back and check. But Kelly bought us 3 coffees. Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly.
I found you guys on TikTok, and now I'm in love with the podcast.
No, thank you.
Was sad to hear Sarah was so sick this week. Hope you're feeling better.
That was a long time ago, but thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Felix bought us 10 coffees.
Oh my God, thank you, Felix.
Just wanted to let you guys know that I really love the podcast and listen to it while I work on dogs at the pet salon that I work at.
Oh, thank you. That's
you guys
nice.
are so funny and insightful. I'm really glad TikTok started showing me your videos. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm not sure if anyone has recommended this, but you should totally watch Lindsay Ellis's videos on the Omegaverse lawsuit since you're reading your Wolf/Omegaverse story.
Sweet.
Yes, it is kind of long. Yes, it is long, but it's kind of a ride, and it popped into my head the second you started reading Wattpad wolf fictions. I think you guys would get a nice kick out of it. Anyway, keep up the good work, and the pups and I will wait the next episode. P.S. My 2 cats, Ozzy the black cat and Zagreus the orange tabby, say hello. Well, thank you.
Hello, cats and dogs and everybody.
Yeah.
I'll definitely look at that video too, because we love long videos, TBH.
I like long videos too. Yeah, they're fucking.
We all like long videos here.
Long form content.
We love it.
Don't look at the timestamp. Juniper Lee bought us 8 coffees, saying, "Hey friends, love the show, love what you do. Your show got me through a really dark, shitty summer.
Oh.
I listened to you all a lot while I was recovering from surgery, being high on pain pills. Silly little story. My pain meds started interacting with my antidepressants and started having adverse side effects, i.e. hallucinations. Maybe that was TMI.
No,
anyway,
fine.
No, you're fine. Don't worry. Anyway, your podcast kept the demons at bay, and I kept me company when I was lonely. Well, thank you.
Bro, fight your hallucination demons, dog.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Just imagine me with boxing gloves there.
Yeah, I just hope that we didn't become hallucinations. If you're listening to our voice,
I hope I'm fighting your sleep paralysis demon right now.
I hope we at least fucking fight back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope we protect you.
Yeah. Also, someone said hope we're doing okay on the fucking hurricane.
That's very nice.
Thank you very much, Lee.
Thank you.
Damn.
Everybody's so nice. Stop
Thank
being
you all for
nice.
being nice. Yeah, we're glad to be back.
Yeah,
Thank you all again for the support. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, also Patreon, I'll say this now, they finally switched to a subscription billing.
Yeah.
So whatever day you sign up, we'll actually have it for the entire month now.
Yeah, so it's not going to be like if you sign up on the 29th, you'll get billed again on the 1st, which is kind of bullshit.
Which was kind of dumb, yeah. It definitely sucked.
Yeah.
But now that's subscription, I think everyone should be getting on subscription now. So you can sign up whenever and you'll get a whole month worth of shit and all the backlogs. Shit.
Hell yeah, and it's only $1. That's the minimum.
Only $1.
Pay what you want. You know what you
want, whatever you think it's worth.
Yeah.
Unless it's worth 99 cents
Then,
or lower.
Then you don't pay.
Don't even fucking bother. That would be so funny if that was like...
Shit.
Nah, whatever amount you guys can pay, we appreciate it.
Hell
if you can't,
yeah.
don't worry. The content will still be free no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the show.
Back to the show.
All right, so Sarah.
Yeah.
So we're what they call a Reddit podcast.
Usually. We didn't start as that.
We didn't start as that.
We started as someone completely different.
And then we did it as a bit, and then that's what we became known for.
Osmosis Jones did too. Yeah.
And we use a script.
Yeah, we do. We're scripted.
That is a diss for a new podcast that came out.
We're copying every other podcast that is a Reddit podcast, and they're obviously better than us because they started before us.
They started before us, yeah. Even though technically our podcast has been around for the longest.
Right. Technically, we've been podcasting for longer.
Since 2018.
Which is evident.
Or 2019, yeah.
Yeah. So, but
yeah, since we're hacks and we've stolen all of our ideas from all of our content, else,
we thought we would be good people.
And steal from the McElroy brothers.
They're big. They don't know who we are.
They don't know who we are. That would be really funny if we got an email from fucking the McElroy family and it said cease and fucking desist. Because Sarah, you have an idea for a new segment.
I want to read a Quora instead of a Reddit.
So this is our little experiment.
Because I think Reddit is mean sometimes. And I don't like choosing it.
Okay, all right. That's fair. That is fair.
Okay, so I'm going to read 3 titles and you get to choose one.
I get to choose one, and then I'm gonna read 3 titles, and then you're gonna pick one, and then
we read them. We read the 3 top responses to those questions. Okay.
All right.
But I'm gonna go first, and then you go second. How about that? That's the structure for this thing.
All right. We're working this out. Okay. I got my little director's hat on. We're directing the fucking show here.
Okay. First one is, how do I read someone's messages on WhatsApp with it knowing or touching their phone with my number?
What?
Do you want me to read it again?
No, I get it. It's all right. That's number 1. Sarah's number 1 Quora. Let's see what's behind door number 2, Sarah. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
No, I'm staying in browser. I'm not downloading a fucking app for Quora.
All right, come on. Door number 2. Let's go.
Okay. My husband likes that I've gotten fit and toned after losing 50 pounds, but I want to be single and focused on enjoying life now. Should I stay married or file for divorce so we both don't waste each other's time?
I think you know which one I'm picking already.
Okay.
Unless the third one is so wacky. I think we have a safe bet as to which one Josh wants to read.
This is the third one. Why do narcissists hide their cheating? I would love an answer from a narcissist. I want to know from the horse's mouth.
I feel like that's a good one. Okay.
These are fucking fantastic.
Okay, so I feel like the second one is the better question, but I feel like the third one will have better answers.
Right. I feel it. Yeah.
Flip a coin. All right, you say heads or tails, and I'm gonna pick that in my head which one each is gonna be.
Okay. Heads.
All right, we're doing number 2.
Oh, okay, number 2.
Number 2. Okay. There we go. Who needs a coin when you have a good girlfriend like Sarah? You can just tell to say heads or tails.
Okay, so that was the entire one. I'll read it again. My husband likes that I've gotten fit and toned after losing 50 pounds, but I want to be single and focus on enjoying life now.
Okay,
so you couldn't... 50 pounds are stopping you from enjoying your entire life.
Yeah.
And not being toned. But, okay. It's so,
that's so weird, yeah. So, okay,
wording for I want to fuck someone other than my husband.
I thought I couldn't do any better than my husband when I was 50 pounds heavier.
When I was a fat fuck, and then I lost 50 pounds, and
then
now
I looked in a mirror and I was like, I'm a narcissist.
I should should answer that other question.
Yeah, I'm going to answer that other question after this, but first.
Should I stay married or file for divorce so we both don't waste each other's time? I feel like you've made up your mind.
You've answered the question in your question. I don't know.
So I'm going to read the top 3.
Okay, here's the top 3. These are all going to be men that are saying, you can marry me. Send those pics my way, baby.
This is from Mickness Gems, who is a home health aide from 2010 to present. Okay. Wow. I cannot stand people like you. For richer or poor, sickness and health, fat to fucking skinny, everybody want a divorce for the dumbest shit. Because you lost weight, you think other men deserve you? Laughing, crying emoji. A joke. You should divorce him. He deserves better than you.
That does answer the question of
very harsh.
That was pretty harsh of a way saying it.
You know, it was a question. It was like 3 sentences. You don't know if actually he's a better man than her.
Yeah.
He could be shitty as fuck.
He could have forced her to lose the pounds. Like,
I feel like there's more going on here, but I also don't know their marriage.
I don't know their marriage either, but I do feel like this is very... All right, this is
from Andrew Leland. My wife of 18 years just did this to me 2 months ago. Left her home with me and our daughter. I'm sorry I'm laughing. I supported her through her getting 2 degrees. Now her salary is almost double mine. She's gone. The betrayal is overwhelming. Sadness I've never experienced before. Our 4 kids are dumbfounded as I am. Seems I was only there to raise the kids, pay the bills, and help her build a career until she no longer needed me. You should leave your husband because what you're even asking demonstrates just how shallow you are.
But wouldn't leaving the husband be bad for the... I don't know. Okay,
well, I mean, but also it just means that
know.
She's just a bad fucking person.
No, I mean,
right?
yeah, like... Okay, but like...
What is... It's just...
You guys are like being real harsh.
Yeah, sometimes these are so fucking harsh and so fucking real that I can't stop laughing. But it's not... It's because I'm in shock.
Yeah,
that somebody wrote this on the internet, put that out there about their life.
I don't know, I was talking about
their
this...
full-ass name. Batman couldn't get that fucking out of me.
Just straight fucking up. Legal disclaimer, please don't fucking go on Quora and... Look these up, please, and add your own shit.
I think you can.
I don't know.
I think you can. Just don't harass people. Don't tell people to fucking kill themselves.
Yeah, Jesus.
Fuck it. Go on the Quora.
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
Just don't be weirdos about it.
This is
fuck. Okay.
And what's the third response? How bad is it?
It's not that long. This is John Ford, Information Security Engineer at U.S. Army, 2009 to present.
So we got a fucking armyman here?
You'll get fat again and regret it. How do I know? Because you have an ugly personality and it'll always come back to the surface.
So only evil people get fat? Is that the implication?
So fat is ugly. He thinks being fat is ugly.
Yeah, so being fat is ugly. So therefore... Only evil people will get fat because they're going to be ugly, and ugly is bad. Like you're the fucking...
It's just such an army thing to say.
Yeah. I mean, you're killing fucking children in your little drone bubble. Like...
Okay. Fucking, are you ready, Josh, for your time?
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Here you go. I just read the first one.
Why do people refuse to accept that it could be their fault that their partner cheated on them?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy shit.
I'm gonna stay in the browser, Jesus.
Yeah, stay in the browser.
I'm trying. Okay, so I
it's kind of difficult to...
Yeah, so that's the first one. We might just do that one. How... What is the best revenge against a cheating husband and his mistress?
That one's simple. Bullet to the fucking face, baby. American Horror Story.
My cat attacked my boyfriend because he was beating her kitten. Should I say something to him?
Yo, there's this lady or somebody has like a fetish or something about like beating a cat. It's like one person that keeps posting about it. Because I've seen that legitimately multiple different scenarios.
I don't want to read
10 plus times.
Yeah, I don't want to read this next one, like just because it's a kid. But I just want to say, from Jake, dumbass at jack shit from 2016 to present. I'm 12 and my parents make me go to sleep at 2100 hours. Not because they want me to sleep well, but because they say they need time for themselves. What can I do about it? I'm not doing that one because it's a fucking kid.
Yeah,
but
it's a kid, and his parents are
okay.
obviously fucking at 9 p.m. every night.
Yeah. Okay, so what was the first one was, why do people refuse to accept that it could be their fault?
That one's
okay,
a good one.
because there is a post to this, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
No, there isn't.
Yeah. You have to click on the question and then it gives you the responses.
Okay, so yeah. How does Google track me even when I'm not using it? An ad. Fucking nerd.
Yeah, you have to skip the ads too.
Oh, this is a fucking... Oh my god. Wait, what?
What?
Yo, I can't even read all the responses to this one.
No, I can change it so you can.
All right, yeah, please do this. I don't know how any of this shit works. It said Quora Plus, like it's fucking Disney Plus.
Really?
Trying to give me some weird fucking subscription.
No, okay, so what you do is you, so it says that, blah, blah, blah. You go to all related.
Oh.
And then you change it to answers.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And it'll just give you answers.
Sweet, okay, so. All right, answers, continue
Yeah, I'm not
reading.
paying for fucking Quora Plus.
Oh, I got bad news for you. You might have to. This answer is so long.
That it's not letting you?
That it even it. Yeah. I think I might have just found the Achilles heel to this segment.
No, okay. You can go to the next one.
I can go to the next one at least.
Yeah. It is not one that's too long.
Wow, that's weird as hell. Okay, so
maybe some people just have it set to only be Quora Plus.
All right, so yeah, I'll just fucking. God damn, there's so many ads. Too. Okay,
there's a lot of ads.
Is there only one answer to this? Wait, hold on.
No, there's 100+ answers.
Okay, so I'm gonna read until it says get the plus thing. Oh no, this is too long. Never mind. No, fuck that.
The second one I showed you was good.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Okay, I got it. Okay, so probably for the same reason people don't accept fault when rear-ended at a red light. It defies logic. Let's say our relationship, for the argument, our relationship has issues. We both are aware of the issues, likely communication and a few other things. Both people are not 100% happy with the current condition of the relationship. One person sucks it up and hopes eventually things can be worked out.
Well, that's not good.
The other person decides to indulge in an activity that will only make matters worse. No one pushed or persuaded them. They just selfishly decided to cheat.
Yeah.
So now the person who was cheated on should accept partial blame. They both share blames for the problems in their relationship, that I'll concede. However, people get it twisted when they begin faulting the victim for the choice the cheater made, which to me is ridiculous.
Yo, based ass fucking Quora answer, dog. Yeah, that's correct.
That's already good. Does this have an image of text? Okay, hold on. This is from Royce Steele. The first guy was an educator living in the Midwest.
Nice.
The second guy is studied political science at the University of Tennessee.
Okay.
Because only narcissistic people blame others for their own flaws. If you're 100% the cheater, then it's 100% your fault. Look no further than the mirror. If you have issues with your partner, then talk it over. If she refuses and no solutions can be found in the relationship, then seek a divorce. Cheating is one of the most selfish acts committed in relationships. The paragraph below applies to men as well.
Yeah.
I think people need to face the facts about adultery. It is an act of severe cruelty, self-centeredness, and narcissism. She commits adultery because she essentially is capable of that level of cruelty. She is capable of putting herself before those she loves. She doesn't value her husband and family, including children if she has any.
Yeah.
Adultery is so much more than a, quote, stupid mistake. Funny how we recognize that in someone who steals selfish and uncaring about anyone else but themselves, but we fail to see that adultery is so much more harmful to the victim psyches.
That I don't recognize that in stealing. I don't think that way, but I don't think they're comparable. I think cheating is worse than stealing.
Probably,
sure.
yeah. No, capitalism though, Sarah.
Yeah, the property.
Property.
Ugh.
Parts aren't property until you're dead. In that case, you give it to a hospital or something.
Black market.
But we fail to see that adultery is so much more harmful to the victim's psyches than an adulterer is as serious, even more than a thief, because the effects on the victims are so much more traumatic and long-lasting than having been robbed. Oh, so they agree with you.
Okay, thank God. Okay, good, great.
Yes, losing love is worse than losing money and objects. So, unless she is really dumb and unaware of what it feels like to be betrayed, abandoned, and treated like something disposable, then she is cruel. I'm pretty sure, quote, I was just too stupid to know the pain that I would inflict on my family won't be accepted as a valid excuse by anyone. You might say she is not cruel, I know her, People can be very good at hiding the truth about themselves, suppressing that part of themselves. If she has convinced you that she is a genuinely good person, then she is a very good con artist. Think about it. A genuinely good person cannot inflict severe cruelty on others, especially their own family and friends.
I think you're just making stuff up.
Yeah, I think you're just saying a lot of words to...
A good person and a bad person, I don't think they exist. But maybe that's controversial.
I don't know. Jesus. All right, and one more.
Like, I think cheating is bad, but like we say many times on this podcast, you can fuck up and then have redemption afterwards.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Yeah, like you can learn to not do that.
No,
shit.
you're an evil person forever.
You cheat one time, you deserve to be in penitentiary, federal prison.
Yeah, fucking death penalty. Get the shot.
Injection.
Fucking lethal injection. Firing squad. That's coming back. That's pretty cool.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pew pew.
That's I like it when the guns go pew. Yeah, I cheat, sure.
Pew pew. You got 10% on your battery remaining, by the way.
I know. We gotta get through this.
Yeah, all right. Last one from a former senior software engineer at Intel.
This is gonna be good.
Parentheses company. Because
what else could it be? Okay, go ahead.
Because it's bullshit. How am I responsible for the fact that another adult person has made a probably conscious decision to break the trust in the agreement we have and engage in another romantic endeavor without letting me know first?
Yeah.
It's absolutely not wrong to want something different and letting your current relationship go. As a person, you're entitled to pursue romantic relationships whoever you wish. What absolutely is wrong is being a dick about it and not engaging in honest discussion and being transparent about your intentions.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. How should I invest $1,000? That's an ad. No, yeah, no, yeah. Those are all three of mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody's making.
Everyone's
Yeah.
Everyone's being right about this. And then Ned Fulmer, formerly Try Guy.
I wonder if this is because of Ned Fulmer.
That was written 2 years ago.
Never mind then.
Yeah, it said on the thing 2 years ago.
Okay. Well,
yeah. Reading 2-year-old
becoming,
Quoras.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
I don't know. Wild, yeah. Quora's a fucking
why can't
crazy.
They just accept that's the cheater's fault? That's a wild question to ask.
Well, I mean,
and then to get dunked on,
dude. This fucking people will be like, "Yeah, cheating is bad. Everybody knows that." No, that's not true.
Don't. Yeah.
Are you on Twitter? Are you on the same spheres of Twitter as I am? Because every once in a while, Twitter will be like, "This tweet is based on your likes," and it'll be some crazy ass shit. That's like, cheating is totally okay. Change my mind. And then everybody in the comments will be like, yas, queen. Well, not even yas, queen. It's usually dudes. It's usually dudes that are like
bro.
that. Yeah, bro. The king shit.
Yeah, bro. The yes queen of
Or it'll be
dudes.
like, if it is a girl, it's like, if he's cheating on me, I'll cheat on him back. And then it's like, some people will be like, I don't see how that helps anything. Just leave him. And then there will be other men being like, this is why I cheat. And it's like, what are we talking about anymore?
Yeah.
It's always bad. But it's also like a moral thing, and everybody has different morals.
True. So, I mean, I don't fucking know, man.
I mean, cheating, it has to have a lie in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're always lying.
It's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. The lying is bad.
But not when you're lying into some apparently.
It's like, I don't know. I think definitely there could be a thing where like a guy cheats a lot and then finds out he's just polyamorous or something.
I mean, yeah, but you're still hurting people.
Yeah, you still hurt. Yeah. You still have to recognize that you hurt people and you fucked up. You know?
Yeah.
But that's just like a fact of life. That's just how like life is.
True.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
I don't know.
Damn. So I'm gonna start a cult.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's not gonna be a sex cult, but sex is going to be involved.
No fucking shit. Oh, really? Oh, I'm going to start a cult, but nobody's going to have sex. Why do it then? Why even have a cult? Yeah. That's the point of the cult if it's not for sex and farming.
This is me coming into realization of my polyamory. Dude, but I just have to be the only one that's polyamorous.
Cults are for people that love what are those things?
Narcissists?
No, it's not co-eds. What is it?
Scientology?
No, like a business, but everybody owns it.
Co-ops.
Co-ops.
Co-eds.
I don't know. I forgot the word.
I mean, yeah, I think there's two things you gotta have in a cult: co-ops and co-eds.
Gross thing that you said. Let me say something grosser. Okay, so cults are for people who love co-ops, love farming, love sustainable living, and also love cheating on everyone with everyone else. Polyamory or not.
All right, that's true. That is them.
That's what cults are for. Oh, sorry. And control over everyone and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're the leader of the cult. Sorry.
That's true. Yeah. Only if you're the leader. If you're a fucking regular schmuck, don't get the fuck out of my way.
I don't know what we're talking about. Can we read our fucking listener stories? The thing that people like. I mean, can we stop doing this other bullshit that people don't even know about or like?
Or know if it's gonna
even be good? We don't know.
This could be a real fun. This is gonna be a real fun comment section this week.
Jesus. I want to see all positivity in the comment section this week.
Do you think people are going to be more mad that we did Quora instead of Reddit than us getting it wrong about the Queen being...
No, because it's not going to be British people who have their fucking priorities fucked up.
Guys, I love King Charles now.
Did I say this on the podcast or on the Patreon where I said that I don't give a shit if we're wrong about the Queen because of the Mexican week of Great British Bake Off?
You might have said that during the Patreon.
Okay, well, let me say it fucking again. I don't give a shit if we were wrong for 30 fucking minutes about the Queen's life and being disrespectful to her death when you guys are disrespectful to the entirety of Mexican cuisine.
Yeah. I think once you're peeling avocados like a fucking apple, I think you guys are...
Well, I think they gave them unripe avocados. That's why they had to do that. I think also it's like they're baking and they made them make tacos.
Paul Hollywood went a little too Hollywood by being a little too racist.
Yeah, it's like, bro, Hollywood's our thing.
Yeah.
You can't have that as your last name, dog.
You guys what? You guys fucking... You
gotta be like Paul London or fucking... Paul Yorkshire.
Paul the British Isles.
Paul Leeds.
Paul Windsor Gardens.
Paul Northampton.
Paul Paddington.
Sound crazy. We watched Paddington too.
That's
the only good thing y'all have ever made.
Yeah.
I love that fucking bear.
Okay, listener story. Sorry. Okay, your phone's at 10%. We gotta get through these. Welcome to the listener story segment.
Well, welcome. This is from Nico, he, they. Am I the asshole for getting mad at my principal and mom? Trigger warning, homophobia, dead naming. No.
Probably not.
No, you're not. Unless you're the one doing it.
You called the principal the slur, an F slur.
So I got this trans principal. Which would
I'm like, there's only two genders.
School's getting so woke.
No, you're probably not the asshole.
Yeah, no. Am I the asshole for getting mad at my principal and mom? In the middle of 2021, I told both my parents that I was pansexual due to somebody screaming at school that I was dating a girl. At the time, I identified as a female, so I was gay. I sent a meme and hoped that neither of my parents wouldn't be mad due to my brother being pansexual also, but he hadn't told anybody. My dad said he supported, and then my mom said, I support, but you're too young to understand your sexuality. God, fuck
that mother. Jesus, get out of here. Yeah, thank God we waited to do the story because we just watched the Jon Stewart fucking thing on gender.
Yeah, which, I mean, he didn't say anything new if you've been listening. Say anything
new, yeah, but like, now it's mainstream. Yeah, like,
it's good
Jesus.
To be for that. This kind of got me mad as I know the way she types... And I could tell she was annoyed with the situation. But in summer of 2021, I found out I was non-binary and hid it. God, I'm sorry. Then I changed my name and only told my close friends and family. Everything was great. I had also come out to my family as pansexual, writing them their own little paragraph about how I was pansexual, that they didn't have to support, but I just wanted them to know. Thankfully, they all supported, and that was that. No issues besides somebody telling my mom I told my family. She gave me a whole big lecture and shit. Your mom sounds
your mom
insane.
Sounds like the fucking worst, Jesus.
Fast forward to late 2022 when school started again. It was a new school year, and all the new kids in my class were only two kids from my... It was a new school year, and all the new kids in my class were only two kids from my old school. So I guess all new kids, and then
but then there were two. Okay, yeah.
I had made some new friends the first to second week of school, but here's where it gets terrible. There was drama that happened at school, and I had gotten called up to the office. The drama didn't matter, but the moment my principal called my dad and mom, my heart sank. The principal asked if my parents knew I went by the name Kai. I no longer go by that name for this reason. I said no. She called my dad, and then at the end of the call, she said, "Oh yeah, do you know dead name wants to be called Kai at school?" Wow. That's really...
Jesus.
Oh my God. I was furious and terrified. I started bursting out into tears, and my principal got furious at me. What? This is not the way you handle a crying kid.
Jesus.
Once the call was over, I asked her why she did that, and she said, if you want people to call you, then you have to tell them I was just helping you. Bro, this principal sucks ass.
Principal shouldn't be a fucking principal, Jesus.
Yeah, no, you should know about this shit.
Fucking kid. Jesus Christ, man.
I left the principal's office crying. I went home and nothing happened. Had my dad not told my mom? ? Nothing happened until 2022 when I got put into therapy, and then my relationship with my mom got worse. It was already bad enough as she favored my brother. Every therapy session got worse and worse and worse until we stopped going. We stopped talking about it, and I was okay with that. Fast forward near the end of the year, I had turned into the class clown / troublemaker. One day, I mentioned how neither of my teachers called me by my preferred name, and I got sent out to the hallway. Dude, this is so
the worst
pissing me off.
Fucking school, Jesus Christ. Absolutely fucked. Just no one fucking supporting. That's
I'm,
ridiculous.
Really mad about this. My teacher came out and told me that one of my parents called the school and told them they were not allowed to call me Kai.
What the fuck, man?
I was flabbergasted. I was literally so upset I didn't talk the rest of the day. Before we switched periods, my teacher held me back and asked if I was okay. I walked off furious. Once I had gotten home, I messaged my dad. He didn't know anything, so I messaged my mom going off on her, and she said, "I'm tired of your attitude, and then you're going to delete TikTok, and if I see you on it, your phone is going to be taken away." Now her and me were pissed. I asked her if it's because I'm transgender. She didn't respond. I had then started ignoring her for practically the whole week. We now, 17/17/22, do not talk about what happened or why it happened. It's summer, but summer is almost over, unfortunately, and I'm now enrolled into a new school due to bullying and harassment. My dad and I went on a tour of the school, and it actually doesn't seem that bad. I was quite excited as a lady called me a boy twice. Once the tour was done, my dad brought up how I corrected him to referring to me as a guy in the tour. My mom and I, quote, said, "This is a new school, dead name and middle name. You will not ruin it this year with your bullshit."
Wow. What the fuck?
Listen, I just want to talk to your mom. I just want to talk.
You just want to talk?
This is fucking pissing me off.
This is ridiculous, yeah. Calling your fucking... Oh my God, man.
Which completely ruined the moment. So am I the asshole for getting mad at my principal and mom?
No.
No. And,
no, absolutely not.
Dude, I'm so fucking sorry. This really pisses me off because you know that this mom got this information from politicians who are saying this shit,
grifters, yeah,
grifting her into having a moral panic, into alienating her son.
Yeah. Jesus, man, I'm sorry
because of the midterms.
I don't even know. That's probably even the midterms. This was like probably written months ago, like.
Well, so but they've been doing all this crap
for years. Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, I mean,
specifically more recently, because of midterms, and it's just, and it's not all based on but they fucking help. They give credibility to transphobia, homophobia, and all this shit. Yeah,
so like, it's fucking,
and it pisses me off because now it's harming kids, and they say all this to say like, oh, okay. Blah, blah, blah. We're protecting kids from making shitty decisions that are going to ruin their life. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm just repeating what Jon Stewart said this morning. But fucking, it just pisses me off because this is a first-hand account.
Yeah, of the fucking danger and the horror that comes from when you indoctrinate parents into thinking.
Into a cult
of the cult of anti-science rhetoric and anti-child rhetoric.
Anti-gay, anti-trans,
fucking
anti-humanity fucking rhetoric.
Yeah.
Because they want votes. Because they want your gay child to die. They want your trans child to kill themselves. They want to alienate you from your family so you give them votes and money. And now this kid has to grow up in this fucking shitty relationship with his mom.
Yeah.
Just because he's trans.
Yeah, and they're having their mental health is going to be worse because of it. Yeah, like it's.
Man, I'm sorry this took a fucking downturn, but that really pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
I'm fucking sorry.
I'm sorry. You're not the asshole. No. Fucking even Fox is like, no.
Yeah, our cat is
meowing. They are in pain right now. Jesus.
Okay, advice.
Advice. Okay, well, you're not gonna have a relationship with your mother.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know. There are sometimes parents that are homophobic that turn around.
Yeah,
eventually.
that's true. But I mean, like right now, from what we've seen,
definitely don't. I don't know.
Because I mean, maybe no contact might have to be the way to go. But
they're a kid.
Yeah,
he's a kid.
Shit, what the fuck do you? At least the dad seems supportive. That's good.
Yeah, maybe I would lean on your dad.
Lean on the dad, yeah, because like,
and be like, listen,
whatever support you can find. If you're going to a new school, you'll find a new support, which is good.
Like, send like information. Like if your dad just doesn't know about it but is trying to support you, then maybe try to educate your dad on these issues
as much as you can. Yeah,
as much as you can, because he seems to be the one that's more open about it. And then maybe. I don't know,
by
because
some miracle,
it's
like
already hard to trust adults in this scenario.
Oh yeah, no, because like every adult has been really shitty up to this point. So
you can try to find somebody at your school, like a teacher or a guidance counselor that seems trustworthy. Maybe they have like fucking rainbow flags in their classroom, which sucks because that's why they're trying to ban that shit.
Yeah, because then they want to get rid of
this. Kids like this to know that a teacher is a safe space for them.
Yeah.
But if a teacher tries to tell you, hey, listen, I'm here to blah, 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 tell them your situation so that at least you have one space where you can be yourself. Maybe. And that's something that, I don't know. That's what I would think if I had a kid that was trans and was being bullied at school for being trans, I would be like, okay, let's figure this out. I'm going to go and talk to my teachers. But what sucks is you don't have a parent that's going to do that. So, dude, this pisses me off so much.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sorry.
I'm sorry too. Fuck, man. Jesus.
The only thing I can say is the shitty, like, it gets better thing. Because what sucks is it's true. Like,
yeah, it will get better. The second that you're free.
That you're free and you're out.
It'll get better because you're going to find communities and you're going to be able to find more easily communities because once you have more freedom and able to go out and do shit on your own, you'll be able to do it. What sucks is that it's the depressing, like fucking, like you have to go through 18 years of bullshit before people start respecting you. Like it's ridiculous.
And it's obvious that your mom thinks that this is from the internet because she said the fucking TikTok thing.
Yeah, and like...
Which is just, okay, I don't know. If us, two cis people are transing your kids, I don't know what else to tell you. We're not doing anything.
Yeah.
We're not,
Two fucking dumbasses in Florida fucking converting millions of people to the transgender virus.
Like no magnetic waves sending out HRT.
And we're turning the frogs gay. Because like that what's the fucking... there's no logic. There's no fucking logic to it. I don't know. This is interesting. I wonder where this is from because I feel
I wonder where.
To me, this sounds a little bit.
We didn't get an age. We didn't get a state or location.
Because to me, for some reason, this sounds like
a red state, but it could be a blue state.
Well, yeah, it could be either. But I'm even thinking
anybody can
might not
ignorant.
Be America.
Maybe not.
It might be in Europe. And I don't know how trans issues are in Europe.
I know in England they're really bad because there are a lot of TERFs.
Because to me that sounds like because to me the idea of like teachers like really. I feel like it. To me, it sounds like Europe. That's the red flags in my head.
Well, they said principal instead of headmaster.
Never mind. So
yeah,
I don't know. But yeah,
and
even
mom instead of mom, and the whole thing.
So I don't know. Shit. I mean, because like okay, probably my guess would be like probably some sort of like red state because if it's this difficult to find even teachers that are like.
To give it like
in a red area at least.
I think it still could be like you could be in like
you could still be in like New York like
Maine, I don't know.
something.
Fuck.
Like, you know, but like, I don't know. Cause like, I really don't fucking know. I don't
Trevor
know. I
Project.
think,
I don't know.
yeah, whatever.
There are
like,
hotlines to talk about it that can give you better advice than us.
Yeah.
Comments too. You can utilize the comments.
Yeah. Shit. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm fucking sorry. I wish we could help you more. I wish I
knew more. Yeah.
I mean, and this is why I like try to keep on top of it, because like, especially on Twitter, you know, I told you this, I had this really like, you know, why are trans issues so poignant to me? You know what I mean? Because I'm somebody who's definitely cis.
Yeah.
I don't really struggle with my gender identity. I just think of myself more as like maybe gender nonconforming sometimes, but like I'm definitely cis. I'm fine in my body. I don't have a disconnect. And, but it's just, I think it's because it's a fucking genocide. Is like we are watching a genocide happen within our community and nobody really seems to know or care or give a shit. Yeah. And it's fucking crazy to me, the shit that happens to trans people.
Well, yeah, because it's the fucking inaction of
the inaction and the amount, like if you just go on Twitter and follow one trans person, you are going to fall down a rabbit hole of people saying the most vile shit you've ever seen in your life at a person they don't know. Yeah. And that baffles my fucking mind. And I've been on the internet for years. Like I've seen pretty terrible fucking shit on the internet, but the lack of empathy that I've seen towards the trans community, just in general, everywhere, has been crazy. Like crazy. Something I haven't seen in like years. And it's a general decline.
Shit, man. Yeah.
And it's just obviously, to me, that's like the biggest signal of a fascist movement is choosing a minority
and it's a fascist
to try to eradicate.
So it's not going to just end with trans people,
right? It's going to go to,
it's going to keep going on and on until like, and that's my like
first it's gender affirming care, Roe versus Wade,
fucking
gay marriage, interracial marriage.
Yeah, they'll go and attack all of that shit because they're a bunch of dumb fucking racists, but they have so much power and so much movement behind them that like they'll try and do anything they can. They'll say anything they can. They'll indoctrinate as many people as they can to let them do this fucking far right dogma, you know?
I don't know.
And then like, so if it sucks. So I don't know. Yeah. Did we maybe solve it? I don't know.
I don't know. We got our opinions out on it, I guess.
Opinions made. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Legally contracted. There's a gun to our head. We have to high five. We're not therapists. We're not therapists. We're not legal experts.
We're not experts of any kind. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
I'm a podcast expert. That's it.
We know audio.
And I know video.
That's it.
Then that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Gabba fucking ghoul.
All right. This would be really funny if I found out that some of these stories were repeats, because like I have no fucking idea. Yeah. Like these stories have been sitting in the thing, and one of these stories I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay, so this next story comes to us from Daphne. Daphne. She, they.
Hell yeah.
I gotta do air quotes for this one.
You gotta do air quotes for this one?
Am I the asshole for stealing my cousin's crush?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you could steal a crush. Unless you like literally, I don't know. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it out.
Let's hear it out.
All right.
Come on.
By the title, I know it sounds bad. Allow me to explain. Several years ago, I met my now boyfriend Steve through my cousin Ruby. She had met him through Facebook because she had a knack to contact people through social media and try to build friendship with random people, especially those she deemed attractive and her type.
That's weird.
That's a little weird. Fucking weirdo.
That is always weird.
Fucking your cousin's a weirdo.
Yeah.
During that time, she was with her ex, Val, for several years. She then introduced us after breaking up with her ex on her birthday. It even still told Steve and I, quote, "You guys are perfect for each other. He'd fall in love with you. You are each other's soulmate." Stuff like that. That's not really stealing if it's not being
she's offering him up on a silver platter.
Yeah. I reached out to Steve to confirm he's a good person and isn't anything like Val, since he and Ruby are just in the talking phase. We talk and we hit things off, and there's a lot of chemistry between Steve and I. It wasn't my intention to get involved with him in that way, but it just ended up happening that way, and we decided we wanted to date. When she found out, she cursed me for, quote, betraying her, quote, breaking her trust. How could you do this to someone who's your sister? Which was confusing since she had told me how we're, quote, a good match.
Yeah.
And they weren't together, they were only talking. She was out seeing other guys the night before with a guy she called, quote, lady killer. After a few days, she invited me over and she had a friend with her. They cornered me and told me stay away from Steve, which at the time I felt intimidated and eventually left him alone, which to him made him feel like I was ghosting him. A few months passed, Ruby then pushes for Steve and I to become friends again because she doesn't want her two favorite people to not be friends.
What?
Ruby had jumped into a new relationship with a different guy during the months Steve and I weren't talking. So when Steve and I talked things out, we realized Ruby had been telling him that I was everything but a whore in that manner, and that I everything but a whore in that manner, and that I was leading him on, which she said I apparently, quote, did all the time because I ghosted him during those months. And I explained to him how Ruby and her friends cornered me, which he knew nothing about. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. Your cousin is insane.
Your cousin's a fucking crazy. Okay. After talking things out with Ruby, she then isolated herself while Steve and I worked on ourselves and our eventual relationship. After a few months, she came back and told us about how she broke up with her boyfriend and got back together with him while in the middle of our, quote, break. We then began a continuous cycle of Ruby finding a problem with something about us or our relationship. She disappears for a while. Then she tells us what's bothering her, and we resolve it and become friends again.
He's zigging while you're zagging.
Yeah. Basically, you should have zigged while you should have zagged.
Yeah. You can never guess your next move, dude.
The Steven Seagal of fucking
relationships.
Yeah. This repeats until the past year. Steve's dad then is hospitalized, and I find my coworker after a heart attack. They unfortunately didn't make it.
Oh my god!
I go to Ruby the next day about what happened. She ends up telling me, "quote that sucks," and doesn't respond after.
Ruby, what is going on?
Okay, all right. Well, this is some weird fucking drama. Okay, hold on. All right.
I know people are gonna like diagnose Ruby in the comments, and I'm like, listen. I don't know. None of us know.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with Ruby, but like, I don't. Okay, hold on.
None of us know, but maybe she's got something, or she's just a crazy person.
Maybe I don't know.
Living life on the fucking edge.
Later, she texts me a long message, essentially boiling down to, quote, "I'm not over what happened in the beginning situation with Steve, and it feels like I've been trying to find excuses to keep this friendship when I don't like that you and Steve are still together when you both have betrayed me." At that moment, I was mentally and emotionally numb. I just told her that she needs to figure out if she wants and sort herself out, since she just started a new relationship and she moved in with a new boyfriend. I wasn't in the place mentally.
She moved in with her boyfriend?
What the fuck is going on?
And she's still upset about Steve?
Is Steve like fucking good at aerobics or something? Like, what the fuck?
What does Steve have like a really good Pokemon card collection or something? Like, what's up with
What's
Steve?
Steve's value here?
Yeah, because they didn't even
What's his alpha male value?
Yeah, what's his high value?
Yeah,
what makes him a high value male?
Christ.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't in the place mentally to be able to verbalize how much this hurt me, and I didn't have the time to think about it since Steve's dad passed away from cancer.
Oh my fucking god.
We had sent invitations to everyone for his services, including Ruby. Her mom came, but not Ruby. I was hoping she'd try, but that didn't end up happening. Some more months pass and I find out I have developed heart issues, so my mom and hers ended up talking today and was told she may try to reach out, but I don't know if I want to. Am I the asshole, or if I'm not, then should I just move on? What should I do?
I hope you're okay.
I think you're the asshole. I don't know
from your heart issues.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Holy shit.
Wow.
What? I don't even know how to touch this.
You're never the asshole.
You're not the asshole on this one. Yeah.
Ruby
was taken and was still thirsting over Steve.
Which sounds like she does all the time because she was with her ex when she messaged Steve.
Yeah, so I'm like...
Which that was the first red flag, and then they just kept coming.
Yeah, so...
She's crazy.
She's kind of crazy. You don't need to talk with her.
She's just one of those people who always needs drama. And you know what? This is what I think of is happening whenever somebody says like, right person, wrong time. It's like, you would make the timing work.
Yeah.
You would make it work.
If you really believed it, you would fucking bounce.
If it really was the right person, the
Jesus.
timing would also be right.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I just don't believe that.
I want to know
maybe
wrong person,
happens.
right time. I want to know when that happens. No one talks about the flip
That's
side.
every abusive relationship. That's every abusive relationship that's ever happened.
Damn,
Josh.
all right, okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Well, we found it. We solved that.
But you know what I mean? It's just
yeah.
like, well, you just never have time for the right person because you're always rushing into relationships.
Yeah, so
You
then
know?
like fucking make the
You gotta make a little bit of time for them to show up.
Ruby literally said you guys were perfect for each other.
Which that
and then
just
got
sounds
mad.
now. So okay, my opinion of the first interaction is that her and Steven were talking. Maybe she didn't like him that much in the beginning, and she maybe was a little insecure about her looks or who she was or something, and then did the like insecure girl thing of like, ha ha ha, you guys make a cute couple, ha ha ha, but I'm fucking him.
Yeah, right.
But you guys would be cute together, ha ha ha. Because I've
weird.
definitely seen that happen, and it is always weird, but it always happens because a girl is insecure about herself.
Yeah, I mean,
Which, I mean, God bless, everybody is, you know?
yeah, no, I get that.
It's just a weird thing to say. It's not a crime.
No, yeah, I don't think it's a crime either.
It's just
What's
like,
this all happening on Facebook? I don't.
Facebook is crazy.
Facebook is fucking crazy. Jesus, thank God I'm not on that. Christ.
Dude, and as a girl also, I've gotten those DMs mostly from old men. They're like, hello, I would like to be your friend.
This is why
then I
I've
just
literally
block.
not made it possible for only like friends of friends are able to search me up on Facebook. Like literally, I don't want fucking weirdos fucking coming in.
I wonder, yeah.
Yeah, because like fucking, I don't want them to know I exist.
Which, I mean, sometimes I think that's a good thing to get those weirdo messages because I'm like, damn, now I know that men really only see me as tits and a pussy. You know? Good to know.
Good to know for later.
bud.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. You
Here's
don't know
your daily
me
reminder.
at all,
You
but
know,
that's how you look at me. Thanks so much. She's weird for doing that. She was weird for doing that in the beginning. I don't know why you're surprised that she got even more weird. Because she just is a weird person.
Yeah, she's just, I don't know. Something's going on.
Worry about yourself.
Yeah. And Bone Steve.
And yeah, sometimes people are just fucking weird and you just got to be like, listen, I don't know what you're on.
I don't know, yeah.
I don't know what's up with you, what's going on, but you can figure that out on
Yeah, you
your
don't
own.
have to fucking...
I don't need this.
Yeah, you don't need to deal with that drama bullshit. Fucking weird.
You're emotionally
bullshit.
tired because you witnessed a death.
Yeah.
You had another death.
And I got
and now
heart
you have
problems and
medical
like
issues.
fucking, yeah, like Jesus, not the asshole.
And also she drained the rest of your emotions from just being a draining person.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be friends with Ruby.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not even saying
I don't
there's
know.
anything wrong with like, I mean, it is not good to rush into relationships, but like I've had friends who do that before. They're not always draining people, but it's like when you always have a problem and it's always a problem with me, I'm not going to want to hang out with you.
Yeah, right. So
just in general.
I don't know. Fuck. No, yeah, not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Never could be.
Never could be the asshole.
And we fucking solved it.
Solved it, dude.
Oh, man. Okay.
Fucking gabagool.
Gabagool. This is from Shannon, she, her.
All right, Shan.
How do I cut off my mom who constantly makes poor life decisions and cheated on my dying dad? Let's get it. Let's get it.
Good. All right, let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's
go. I, 26 female, and my mom, 62 female. Those numbers are reversed.
Sorry, wait, hold on, what?
Okay, I, 26 female, and my mom, 62 female, have had a very rocky relationship since my dad passed away in 2016. Sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry.
There were lots of red flags before my dad passed, but I was pretty young, so I wasn't aware of the severity, i.e. blowing all of her and my dad's paychecks on non-necessities and losing my childhood home in a foreclosure, getting fired from her job for stealing, etc.
What do you mean, etc.? Okay, all right. I mean,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, I get that there's more shit. You don't have to say all of it, but like, Jesus Christ, you could have just said etc. from the beginning, and like.
No, we
There would be
wouldn't know
enough.
what the level was if it was
Okay,
just
yeah.
parentheses, etc.
No, okay, yeah, no, I get it. You're right.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, Jesus.
When my dad was diagnosed with cancer, it got increasingly worse. My dad's close friend Pat moved in with us to help take care of him while he was put on hospice. My mom worked first shift, and I was a full-time college student working 30 hours a week and in a sorority, so we needed someone there. However, he and my mom became very close and constantly left to go do stuff, i.e. go to the casino together. My sister and I confronted her with our suspicions, and she denied the whole thing. Well, turns out that was a lie. After my dad passed away, my mom couldn't afford the house we were renting, and we were looking for a new place. I was going through her phone with permission to get the address and found texts saying I love you and other risque kinds of things in there. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
On top of it all, I found out my mom spent the funeral money that was raised via a GoFundMe on weed.
Never mind. Coolest fucking mom ever, baby.
Shit, mom.
Fucking 420 plays
fuck.
it. Oh my God. You got Martha Stewart? Oh my God.
My mom is Martha Stewart and Pat is actually Snoop Doggy Dogg.
If that were the case,
Holy
listen,
shit.
I'm sorry, but also pretty rad.
Listen, we gotta make jokes
This
here.
is really fucked up. I'm sorry.
Holy okay, I gotta read this fucking beautiful sentence again.
Okay, please say it again.
On top of it all, I found out my mom spent the funeral money that was raised via a GoFundMe on weed and was constantly asking me for money to cover rent. Oh, and she wanted me to start paying $500+ a month and rent to her on top of a car payment while working minimum wage.
The only way this could be a perfect APWSTR listener story is if she was also getting catfished by a chick.
Yeah, it reminded me of that. I was like, is this that one again?
Holy shit.
Over the
Holy
last 6
fuck.
years, I've moved out and purchased my own home, and she now makes comments about moving in with me, along with her boyfriend, same guy that she cheated on my dying father with, and still tries to ask me for money even though I say no every time. What do I do? So your mom has a shopping and gambling addiction, right?
Yes. Yeah, no, 100%. And a fucking smoking up addiction, too. Fucking blazed up.
And you have to...
Jesus.
She's obviously trying to like financially abuse you by moving in and taking all your
like
money.
Literally telling you to pay for fucking rent while she's out going fucking playing
spending
blackjack.
all the money.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. So... yeah, no, you don't take her in. No, you don't give her any money.
Kick her ass to the fucking curb.
You stop giving her money and you tell her to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Because she's
fucking
mentally
help.
ill.
Yeah.
She has an addiction.
Jesus.
Wow. And what sucks is her partner is probably enabling this addiction.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
If you really, really, really want to keep a relationship with your mom for some reason, I would not blame you.
I mean, I wouldn't stop you. Yeah, but I mean... but there needs to be some boundaries. There needs to be some big fucking boundaries.
Some huge boundaries. You need like intervention time, basically.
Yeah, where it's like,
past
hey,
the time for intervention shit.
Cheating on your fucking dying dad, like Jesus, man. That's like
with the guy that
came
moved
in to move in to help.
That's so fucked up. I can totally see that as being an unforgivable.
That's pretty unforgivable.
Situation. Yeah. I don't know.
I think no, that's you're not the asshole.
You're not the asshole. There's no possible way that you could be the asshole. No. The only thing I think is that she definitely is sick. You know, like people that don't have addictions that function in a secure, quote unquote, normal way, whatever that is, don't do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, your mom needs help. You don't have to be the one to give her help.
Right.
Fucking Jesus Christ. What a mess. What a fucking mess.
It's a mess. It's a mess. It sucks. And you shouldn't have to be put in the middle of it. And that's something I want to validate because it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault at all.
It's just a shitty situation.
Very shitty situation. Under the fucking Hard Rock. But there's a jackpot every minute.
Spending all the funeral money on weed.
Fucking weed.
There is a part of it that I'm like, damn, you got the balls for that, man.
You got some fucking balls to do that. Listen.
You better have gotten a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Like, what if it's just like, like nothing?
You could probably sue actually, because that's a misuse of GoFundMe money. Technically.
Yeah, I mean, she committed fraud.
Yeah, she committed fucking fraud, dude. Solved it though. What a fucking wild mom. Jesus Christ. All right. I don't think the rest of these have titles, so I'm just going to jump right into some of these just for a warning.
Yeah.
Because fucking, what is it?
Yeah, we're probably not always going to make titles for these, by the way. If it has a title.
I forgot how long some of these were. I really...
Same.
This next story comes to us from Rebecca, she, her.
Okay.
Just for a background, I've been out of an abusive relationship for almost 2 years now, and I've had trauma from physical and emotional abuse. I'm sorry.
That sucks. I'm glad you're out of it.
I'm glad you're out of it. Though there was no serious injuries, I function a little slower than I used to. I can't regulate my emotions as well. I've been looking up therapists to specialize in this, but they're very expensive and usually don't take health insurance. That sucks. I'm sorry.
Wow, that fucking sucks.
And my friends say it's very easy to manipulate and take advantage of me. I started working at a nursing home close to my house in September and grew close to my one coworker because of how funny he was and how at ease I felt with him. He's 47, and when I first started the position, just housekeeping, the person I was shadowing said he was a, quote, harmless flirt. He's a very attractive, fit, and the residents absolutely love him. After following each other on social media and exchanging numbers, we started talking more and things became a, quote, more than friends situation. I'll admit we've kissed and even met up outside of work. I decided to cut it off because I actually felt a lot harder for him than people realize. I have 2 friends who have both said they don't like the way he has treated me. He has caused a lot of drama in my life in the last month, and I've started looking for new jobs around the area. I told him this because I still want to maintain a healthy relationship, and he makes me feel guilty. I started seeing someone recently, male 27, and he's very nice to me and kind to me, and very patient with me. My family loves him already, but the coworker makes me feel guilty about it because he, quote, wishes he was the one making me feel good. That's gross. I don't like that.
I don't like that
either.
That doesn't feel good to me.
He says I shouldn't leave because I was just promoted to a nurse's aide. It'll get better, and the residents love me at our facility, but rumors have spread to the point where I had to be moved to a different hallway.
Holy shit.
The Don says if any new rumors pop up, I'm the one getting disciplined.
What?
That's ridiculous. What the fuck? I overheard staff members discussing this with some of the residents in the new hallway and almost burst into tears from anxiety and emotional exhaustion. He's nothing but nice to me and has never insulted me, hurt me, or forced me to do anything, but my friends have been saying he's groomed me because of how slow and flirty he was in the beginning. From September to the end of November, he was nothing more than a friend, and by January, he was sexting me and making sexual and romantic advances. And when I did start falling for him, he said he didn't want a relationship because relationships scared him. He never said this to...
He's 46 years old.
Yeah, or 46, whatever fucking age. He never said this to me up until January when we had a falling out. In the past 3 weeks, he's apparently been fooling around with another nurse's aide, and there are rumors of 2 other girls left for different unrelated reasons who have history with him as well. I want to leave after getting a new job, but each time he says the residents won't get treated as well if I left because I'm the only one who cares about them, but, quote, go do what's best for me, he guesses. I guess I'm just looking for advice on how to handle the situation. Leave.
So what was the age? What was the age?
I don't know. So this person doesn't have an age attached to him. Okay,
so we don't know.
So, but I'm assuming somewhere in the 20s because
over 18.
Yeah, I hope. Jesus. Okay, if you're okay.
I'm gonna assume over 18, but probably young. I don't know.
I'm gonna hope mid 20s because the new person that they're seeing is
also mid 20s.
In 27, I think. So.
Okay.
I think so.
I mean, I still personally have my personal shit against age gaps, even if it's not a minor and an adult. But I also understand that people think that's fucking dumb and stupid, and I don't care actually what your opinion is.
No, yeah.
But
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you shouldn't be hanging around.
He is just a manipulative person.
Already, yeah.
He's trying to the quotes
replace
that you've given.
Word flirt with manipulate, and I think you're
was saying like, I think you should stay here because it'll get better. When like obviously it's not getting better.
Yeah, it's not getting better, and then using the patience against you of like, oh, no one's gonna care for them if you leave.
Whenever somebody says like, I guess you could do whatever you want, that's manipulation.
That's manipulation. Yeah, because they don't want you to do whatever you want,
and you go, your brain goes, oh, well, I want to make them happy because that's how our brains are. Yeah. Our brains are stupid.
Yeah, saying like, oh, you can do whatever you want is basically a sarcastic way without being sarcastic.
It's like a fucking what is that shit called where you're just like, well, I don't know, I want to go to barbecue and tacos. I think I'm literally quoting a Progressive commercial. What do you want to do? I don't know, I guess barbecue. Yeah, you're right. Tacos are super yummy. We can't have that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. It's like fucking, It just is manipulative.
It is manipulative, yeah.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think you're the asshole. You should just get out of that situation and find a new job.
Yeah, I think you definitely should.
Yeah,
if your boss is saying that you're going to be the one that's going to be disciplined
that's enough
next,
to leave. Yeah, because your boss is a fucking dick. Like
because of a rumor, your boss should be the worst place I ever worked. There were constant rumors, constant people fucking each other, cheating on their husbands, cheating constantly, subordinates cheating on their partner with their boss.
Man, it's just a cheating episode. Jesus Christ.
Straight up, it was crazy. I was the only one there that like had a steady boyfriend and loved my cats and everything, and it was wild. Everybody told me all their drama. And our boss, who sucked in the capitalist way, and in the managerial way, did one thing right by being like, I don't want to fucking hear about any rumors. He straight up was like, I don't need to hear about that. I need to know that you do your job.
Yeah.
Stop it with all this random crap that is happening. I don't need to know about that. And he always backed up women, and he always backed up people that would come to him and say, hey, listen, this is happening. I'm the victim of harassment. He backed them up. That was like the only good thing that he did. And that's like a no-brainer for a boss. So when your boss is saying, if I hear another fucking rumor,
it's on you. It's on you. Your ass is getting fucking kicked out.
Leave and find
any other job
find
that
a
you
Pizza Hut. They'll be better at it. I don't know. Fuck.
Be a delivery driver and just be in your car most of the time.
I can't wait to read the comments. Like, I worked at Pizza Hut and they were not better at it.
Which
I'm sure it happens. Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure it happens everywhere. But like, fuck, man. He's got to find that golden boss that's like kind of cool.
It's a big red flag.
Yeah, big fucking red flag.
For your job.
Yeah.
So when a guy that you kissed is like, well, maybe you should stay around because it's going to get better. I wish I was the guy that made you feel good.
No, yeah, you're going to get fucking taken advantage of by that guy. So no. Your friends are, thank goodness you have good friends that are like, yeah, fuck that guy. Like,
yeah, definitely. Your friends have your best interest.
Yeah. But fucking solved it.
Solved it. This is from OP, she, her.
OP?
Am I the asshole for forcing my husband to cook? I, 24 female and married to my husband, 26 male, and his mother have always hated me. Not a good sign.
So, yeah, already.
I was raised in a very wealthy conservative family. Now she has always said that I was a spoiled, rotten, rich brat.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Right, well.
I don't know what made her think I was a brat, but I kept trying to make her enjoy my presence. She does not. Me and my husband have 2 kids, 5 months and 3 months female. All right, 5 male and 3 months female.
Okay.
No, my 5-year-old son... Now, my 5-year-old son has a big sale at his school, and because he was in his school's soccer team, we were excited to do this. My husband has an extreme love for baking, as do I, so we decided that we would bake separate things and sell them at separate booths. My husband chose macaroons, and I choose eclairs. Wow, fancy.
Fancy, yeah.
Yeah, shit. Now... My mother-in-law genuinely believes I have never worked in my entire life, and I have been handed everything that I have, which is completely true. I have never worked. I was given everything my parents, and currently my husband is working husband while I'm a stay-at-home mom. She's that if I am a stay-at-home mom, my husband should not have to do anything at home and should be able to relax. He does not believe this. He doesn't. He believes that as a working husband, he should still have to do at least a couple of chores, and we share making dinner and breakfast during the week.
Okay,
all right, that's cool.
Fair.
That's great. How did she raise him to be so good?
Yeah, right, yeah.
She seems crazy. A few days later, we were preparing our dishes for the big sale. I had already finished my eclairs, which were resting in the freezer, and he was finished prepping his macarons. His mother showed up uninvited, which never really bothered me, but it was just unexpected. So she shows up, says a sorry excuse for hello to me, and makes her way towards the living room without being invited in.
Wow, all right.
She notices my husband cooking and gets irritated, asking me why he's cooking. I tell her that he's cooking for the bake sale that is at my son's school. She says, why didn't I cook? I told her I did, but he's finishing up his part. He also chose a harder thing to do.
Yeah, true. So...
I
don't know what's worse,
they're both.
They're probably difficult. Yeah, but okay, all right.
You gotta assemble them. She begins raising her voice, making a scene in the house, saying, as a wife and a stay-at-home wife, I should be cooking everything. Should be cleaning up everything. I should be taking care of my husband and kids. Now she started raising her voice, which alerted my 5-year-old. He does not like people yelling. I understand this, and I try not to yell in my house.
That's good. Also, yeah, is the mother-in-law the conservative one? Because I feel like that's some pretty conservative.
That's kind of wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he runs down the steps as he was playing in the hallway and begins yelling at his grandmother to not talk to his mother that way. Dude, based 5-year-old. Obviously, I stop him because I don't want him to get into a fight that he does not need to get into. My mother-in-law starts to call him a bastard. Wow, she needs to be put in her place.
Yeah, she needs to be put in a fucking home. Jesus.
Time for the home. Telling me I need to control my children. We will end up spoiled brats just like me. And I was not upset at her for getting mad, as I know she was raised differently. God bless you.
God bless, yeah.
But her calling my son a bastard set me off because my son was a result of something bad happening to me when I was younger, making him not my husband's, but my husband has always treated him right. Oh, shit. So this made me a little upset.
And rightfully so, yeah. Jesus.
That is crazy that she would call him a bastard.
Yeah. What, like fucking 1900s fucking English mother-in-law? Like, Jesus. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Like, yeah, because he was born out of wedlock, I assume.
Or something bad, yeah. So, like, Jesus.
Well.
Yeah, like...
We know what it is, but yeah, okay. I started to raise my voice and telling her not to talk about my son in such a manner, which caused her to start yelling even more louder and alerted my husband, who was in the kitchen, who had music on. So obviously you couldn't hear her just raising her voice a little bit. So he runs in asking what happened. Why is everyone yelling? Why are we yelling? This guy. And his mother interrupts me trying to explain and starts yelling about how my bastard of a son is out of control, just like his mother. If he could have married a wonderful woman, if he had just listened to her and not married a spoiled brat who also spoils her children.
What a cunt.
Set my husband off, maybe? So he told his mother to leave immediately. She got upset and started crying, asking how he could give up his mother for a woman who is not even worth half of her trouble.
Whoa, Jesus
Dude, she
Christ.
is fucking wild.
She is insane. Christ.
Her is hard to leave as I try to de-escalate the situation, as I did not want to create a rift between mother and son. You are so sweet. My husband told me to stop and then told his mother to shut up and leave before he called the authorities. God, your husband is awesome.
Based husband.
At least your family is like, there are no problems.
Yeah, good. Christ.
Yeah, she left and he told me that his mother was no longer allowed inside the house. I told him that was unacceptable since that's his own mother. Okay, hold on.
Whoa, what?
Okay, wait a minute. You did a Yui.
Yeah, like, I made a little bit of a U-turn, yeah.
He said he won't tolerate such disrespect to his family and went back to baking. Later, we got many calls and texts from his family members telling me off for splitting up a family. It's not your fault, honey.
It's not your fault.
And I began trying to explain, and after hearing me, most of his family came to my side, but asked me to mend things between them. No. Not your job, even. I was fine and tried to do so, but my husband wasn't agreeing and refused to see his mother. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no, I agree with the husband right now.
I am distraught because I would really hate for him to disconnect from his very own biological mother. So I called his mother up and tried to talk to her, but she only called me names and told me to stop brainwashing my husband to hate her. And maybe if I had a real parent, I'd understand properly.
You really don't need to talk to this mother ever again. Jesus Christ.
I was
You're
adopted.
Not the problem. Oh, fucking God.
So this kind of hit deep. I stopped trying to mend their relationship after she said that, and now his entire family hates me. Am I the asshole? You are.
No.
No. And this isn't even your responsibility. It's on your husband to mend his own relationship with his mother.
Well, it's not even your husband. The mother needs to be stop being such a fucking cunt. Like, Jesus.
Well, there's no way you can get through to that.
You're not gonna be able to get through to that. So yeah, no, you're not the asshole. No,
she's off her fucking rocker.
She's off her fucking rocker. Needs to be put in a home. Needs to stop. Like,
she's a hateful, bigoted old woman.
Yeah,
and there's just nothing you can do. It's not your fault. The family,
not your fault at all. No,
judging you is not your fault. There's nothing that you can do about it.
Yeah,
he's giving up on his relationship with his mother because probably there's a lot of fucking history of her being awful.
Yeah.
If she's this awful, it didn't just pop up.
Yeah, right. So like,
and it's his decision, and you have to respect that as the wife of your husband. And you also have to like appreciate him for doing this because he's doing it because he wants to protect his family. The fact that your mother said that shit to you and is saying this shit to you is disrespectful to your husband.
Yeah.
Because your mom thinks that she can show up, inject herself into your marriage with your husband.
Marriage in your life and try to convince your husband that you're...
Shit on you.
Yeah.
And your husband will be okay with it. And like a good man, your husband
okay
said
with
no.
it. No. And kicked her the fuck out because she was being shitty.
And they're all blaming you because they know that you're going to try and convince them to not do it. Because they know that he's not going to put up with it. So you now also have to not put up with it.
Yeah. Fucking.
The shit that she's saying to you is not okay.
Not okay. No.
It's not okay for anyone to say to you.
Jesus.
Just because she's his mother.
No, yeah, that's no authority will ever let you say that. Yeah. So like, Jesus.
But I do get that's probably how you were raised because you were raised in a conservative household.
Yeah. So like,
but that's not right.
That's
man.
not. No. Yeah. No. Which is ironic because she's being the fucking conservative right now.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus.
Oh, I mean,
liberals can still be shitty. No, obviously, anyone can be shitty.
Anyone can be shitty. Yeah. But anybody can be judgmental.
Yeah. I don't know. I think once you get to the point of calling someone a bastard child, I think you're off the fucking deep end at that point. Like,
well, and she's taking your trauma, your adoptive trauma, the trauma that you had that produced your son, and she's throwing it in your
fucking face
to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah,
because she's a boy mom. She just has she wants to be more important to your son than his wife, and that is never gonna happen.
Yeah. Jesus.
I mean, yeah. You just got to trust your husband that he knows better.
Yeah.
Honestly, in this situation.
Yeah. No, not the asshole.
Not the asshole at all. And I'm sorry you have to deal with that fucking evil woman.
Evil fucking woman. Evil woman.
This is why we get to say the word bitch.
Yeah.
For fucking old ass women like that.
Old ass fucking wenches.
Oh, fucking wench.
Oh, fucking wench.
Hey, you fucking witch. That's crazy.
All right. So this next story comes to us from Anonymous. Her.
Anonymous.
Hi, Sarah and Josh.
Hello.
I can't tell you how much I love APWSTR and how much listening to your jokes and advice has helped me through a tough couple of weeks.
Oh, I'm glad.
Thank you. So I thought I would send in my own story to you as well. Edit after the fact. Holy poop, I just realized I wrote 3.5 pages. I am so sorry for the length. All right, everyone, buckle the fuck up.
We got to do this in 30 minutes.
Yeah, we have 30. Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Christ. My 29 female coworker, 38 male, has caused me a lot of stress because he has not respected my boundaries, and especially in the past couple of weeks, I have continued to struggle more and more with this. The tension began about 18 months ago when I was newish at my job. I had been at this job for about 6 months, but I was newly sharing an office with this coworker for about 2 weeks. During that time, we chatted throughout the day and it seemed to get along as friends. He knew that I was dating because I had made a comment about being stood up the previous weekend, to which he replied, "Oh, I know how you feel. I just went through a talk about how our lives were going in different directions. It seemed like he could understand what I was going through, given dating was not treating him well either. After 2 weeks had passed, my coworker told me that he was interested in me and wanted to take me to dinner. In general, I am not against coworkers dating as long as one of them is not a supervisor over the other." You wrote this 8 months ago. We read this at the best time.
Crazy. Awesome.
But I wanted to avoid any awkwardness that could arise if dating did not work out. So I told my coworker that I thought going on a date after only 2 weeks of speaking was too soon.
Smart.
I told him that I would be fine to socialize with him outside of work as friends, thinking that if something more developed over time, I might be open to that. He was enthusiastic about this, and we made plans for dinner. As the evening got closer, he reached out and asked if he could drive me to the restaurant, which I thought nothing of and said that was fine.
Okay.
At dinner, he paid for the bill while I was at the restaurant, at which point I felt a little less comfortable because now that he had picked me up and paid, it was seeming more like a date. But I justified that too as him just being nice. We had gone to dinner early and wanted to keep talking, but given the pandemic, decided it would be better to hang out at my house rather than get a cocktail at the bar. We talked for several hours, and all throughout the night, he kept bringing up the conversation back to how excited he was about me. Some of his comments were that I was the most amazing person he had ever met, that he was impressed by how well adjusted I am, that I was so interesting, etc. this isn't written, but this is like, you're so mature for your age vibes. Because I think the age gap is like almost 10 years.
Oh, really? Oh,
I think so. Yeah, it's what?
I just think in general.
29 and 38.
If I have told a man this is not a date and he comes up to my house.
Yeah, and all this
keeps
shit.
telling me about how amazing I am, I'm just weirded out. Just weirded out.
Eventually, he asked if he could kiss me. Going into the night, I was not planning for that to happen, but given he was so enthusiastic about me and I was feeling a genuine connection, I did kiss him.
Okay.
From there, he continued to talk about how great I was and then about how he, quote, wanted to make me feel good. I tried to casually play this off. There's no way to... You're getting love bombed so fucking hard. Jesus. And I reminded him that we had plenty of time for a relationship to develop if things naturally went that way, and there was no need to rush into being physical. It's hard to explain his energy at the time, but he was practically glowing with how excited he was just to be spending time with me.
Ew.
After several more hours, it was hard to feel any kind of reservations about this guy because he was gassing me up so much. I decided in the moment that there was a strong connection, that he liked me so much. It just made sense to follow that feeling, so we were intimate. He stayed at my house for a few more hours after that, so at this point we had been hanging out from about 6 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Oh my God. Randomly,
he decided that it was the time that he needed to go home, saying he thought he should get some sleep at home. I thought that was a little weird since he had already stayed as long as he had not to sleep at my house until the morning, but maybe he planned to sleep in late and just thought it better to go ahead and take off. Not 15 minutes after he left, I got several texts from his phone stating, quote, "This is Coworker's girlfriend who, quote, Coworker didn't tell you about." I remember my heart absolutely sunk and I saw no point in addressing any of this with his girlfriend or him, so I just turned my phone over and tried to go back to sleep. Jesus.
Okay.
The next morning I got a text from the coworker which I thought was going to be an apology, but it really wasn't. He wasn't reaching out to justify his actions. He said that he and his girl were not actually using the terms boyfriend and girlfriend, so he didn't feel the need to tell either of us about the other.
Sure, buddy.
He said that they were drifting apart, but he hadn't summoned the courage to tell her because they didn't have a future together, because he was afraid that would hurt her at the time when she seemed to need his support.
Sure, buddy.
He also said because he knew I was dating, he was afraid that if he, quote, didn't jump at the chance to take me out, I would be with someone else before he had a chance to date me. He insisted that he had strong feelings for me and really wanted to make it work with me. I told him that robbing this girl of a chance to move on and find someone who wants to date her is what hurts her, and staying with her out of pity is not, quote, sparing her feelings.
There you go.
I also told him that by withholding the fact that he had a girlfriend from me was wrong because he had to assume that I would have made a different decision about sleeping with him if I knew the truth. In fact, he didn't just withhold the fact that he had a girlfriend with me.
He fucking lied.
He explicitly stated that he was, quote, drifting apart from someone, knowing I would interpret this to mean he was single.
Indeed, yes.
I told him that this is coercion and is a type of assault, and that he needed to do better with whoever he pursued in the future.
Get him, girl.
Fucking get him.
Get him.
I wish that was the end of the story, but over the next month, the coworker continued to reach out to me to tell me that he knew he made a mistake and that he really was serious about me and was willing to put in the work and to, quote, get things right this time, because he didn't want to get it right the first time.
Yeah,
you know?
He didn't want to put in the work the first time. He just wanted sex.
He made an appointment with a therapist to talk through what issues he had that led to him during this.
Okay.
This is calling me out now.
No, it's not. It's not calling anyone out because he didn't actually do that.
No, yeah, true.
Yeah.
He again seemed very sincere, and I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt. I figured if it really was a mistake and he was trying to do better, and there had seemed to be so much potential between us, that I should pull it out to see if his actions matched his promises. They did not. Parentheses, lol.
Lol.
Lol. He kept calling me after each of his weekly therapy appointments to tell me everything they talked about and how it was opening his eyes to how he can be better for me.
Wow.
This was exhausting for me because it was like I was the second therapist talking him through his trauma.
Nice.
But every time I suggested we meet up in person to spend time together, he said he wasn't ready to take that step and he should focus on therapy.
Very sexy and attractive.
He still hadn't broken up with his girlfriend, saying he was, quote, still trying to find the right words to tell her. After a month of this, I was feeling that he was getting all the benefits of being in a relationship with me without me getting the benefit of being in a relationship with him. It was clear he was stringing two women along to see which one would play out in his favor.
Yeah.
The next time he called me, I made it clear that I no longer wanted to consider a romantic future with him. I no longer wanted to talk over the phone about his therapy, and while I would be professional and civil at work, I didn't want to be his friend. He said he understood this, and I thought all of this was over.
No.
3 months after this, I found an amazing relationship with a different man, and I was thinking now I would be able to put all of this behind me for good.
Hope your man
However,
can fight.
the worst however I've ever had on the show.
Yeah.
The coworker continued to message me through our work's messaging app.
Oh my fucking God.
Teams?
Microsoft
Oh my God.
Teams.
So I could not block his number. He would go out of his way to come up to me at work. We were no longer sharing an office, to make small talk with me after I told him I only wanted to speak to him if it was necessary for work. He asked me to join him for lunch during the workday, and I always made an excuse not to. At that point, most meetings in the company were virtual, so I was able to avoid him a lot of the time and make it through. But then 4 months ago, we had an in-person company retreat, and I had so much anxiety leading up to it that he would corner me in front of my other coworkers and try to use that to trap me into agreeing to plans with him.
Yep.
I realized that I was so overwhelmed and stressed by the potential that he would do this that I needed to sit him down and reinforce my boundaries. I took him to a park, and as soon as we were sitting somewhere where we could talk, I told him the fact he was continuing to reach out for me for things not related to work and was making me extremely anxious, and I told him, quote, "There is no open door for a future relationship with us. I need to know that you know that when I want nothing from you." I also told him about how I had a boyfriend now and that we had been dating for 7 months. Thought maybe he would take this opportunity to apologize since he never had before.
Why would you think he would do that?
But instead, he told me that he was sorry that his girlfriend had messaged me and that wish things had played out differently between us. But since they didn't, he only wanted the best things for me. I was so offended by this because I had told him multiple times that the girlfriend messaging me was not the problem. It was the fact that he lied. I was also offended by by saying he wished you had worked out, that he had no respect. I was also offended that by saying he wished we had worked out, he had no respect for my current boyfriend, a man he had known for the past 10 years and who has been nothing but nice to him. I decided it was not worth rehashing all of the things I had told him before, so I basically wished him good luck in therapy, and knowing that I made my point clear, left. After that talk, the message stopped, but his approaches at the office for small talk have not. This has made my anxiety and depression much worse in the past 3 weeks because in that time, our meetings went back to in-person, so he was much harder to avoid. I struggle so much with guilt and thinking that if I just stuck to my original boundaries, I wouldn't have had to deal with any of the stress and manipulation from him. I now know from the support of my friends and my amazing boyfriend that none of this was my fault, and I made my decision based on the version of himself that he presented to me.
Yes.
I now believe that this coworker has narcissistic tendencies, as he seemed to have no empathy for me or the girlfriend, and he is also very selfish at work in a number of ways, feeling that his needs should be addressed by supervisors before everyone else's, etc. The silver lining to this story is that my current boyfriend and I have now been together for 1 year, and things have been amazing.
That's good.
I'm still so triggered by this coworker, though, and I've made a therapy appointment so I can process through things now that I have to tolerate the coworker in person much more. I don't really know what I'm asking what I'm really asking for from this post, but the two of you have got the best way of giving advice and finding humor in tough situations, so I thought I would see what your take is from my situation too. One of my favorite things Sarah has said around episode 93-ish is about a guy who shared a hotel room with a girl and lied about it to his girlfriend was, quote, "You can't play the I'm just stupid card when there are smart guys in the world. The girl is going to realize she can pull a smart guy and just leave." That really resonated with me because I feel like my coworker's excuse that his girlfriend and he weren't using labels. Parentheses, I don't care. She clearly still thought she was his girlfriend, meaning he didn't know what he was doing anything wrong by seeing me at the same time was him playing the quote stupid card. It helps so much to hear you guys talk about that and similar stories, and I always love the podcast. Thank you for all that you do.
Holy shit, I said that? That was awesome.
I do remember that now that person reminded us.
I don't remember that at all. As soon as I say the words, I forget what I just said.
Same.
Yeah.
Not the asshole. That wasn't even an am I the asshole, but
I have so much advice for you, dude.
Sarah,
it's
you
mostly
take the floor.
Business advice.
They literally quoted you, so I'm just gonna sit this one out and you have fun. No, I read the story. I'm done. My job's over.
You need to message him on Microsoft Teams or whatever your work thing is, and you need to tell him, stop fucking talking to me. Maybe not with the fucking in there, but stop talking to me. I do not want to go to lunch with you, and I do not want to talk to you anymore. Please stop. He continues to do that. Go to HR. Tell HR about everything. It's going to be embarrassing, but you got to tell them. Tell them about that. HR should take it seriously because they don't want you to fucking sue the company.
That's true, yeah.
All right?
Get a restraining order.
You know, you could do that, but you do still have to tell him no first, and he still has to continue. You have to document him fucking showing up, so videotape him, take a photo of him, do whatever. go to your therapist. Tell your therapist, hey, I'm here because this fucking guy gives me so much anxiety. I can barely do my job. Have your therapist write a note. Give it to your HR on like your like an official fucking note about what you're talking about in therapy, that it has caused you like mental harm, so that your HR has documents of you saying to this guy, stop showing up. Stop it. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm in a relationship. We had a relationship thing. I didn't want you to talk to me before. I don't want you to talk to me again. Give all the shit to your HR. If they do nothing for it, you now know that you work for a shitty company.
And you need to quit.
That does not protect victims.
Yeah.
You need to find a different job, which sucks ass, but that's how reality is sometimes. It sucks fucking shit. That's why we do this podcast, is we try to fucking inform people of their rights as victims. And like the fact that, I mean, and I'm not even talking about like inalienable fucking like American rights. I'm talking about just like basic human rights.
I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know you have rights?
Did you know you have rights?
Constitution says you do.
The Constitution says you do. No, legitimately, like, you should not be treated the way you've been treated. Obviously, this guy's a fucking loser and a manipulator.
Yeah, it's fucking dweeb,
He's such an idiot and a dweeb. It's he probably has narcissistic tendencies or whatever. It doesn't matter. No, what matters is that he's a dick and he's crossed your boundaries, and you should not feel bad that you didn't stick to your boundaries. Manipulative people, that's their one goal, is to get you to loosen on your boundaries.
Yeah.
And he succeeded. That's not your fault.
That's his fucking, he's a piece of shit.
You built the wall and then he smashed your wall. He did the crime.
Sledgehammered it, yeah.
It's not a crime to build a wall that can be smashed through, because every wall can.
Yeah.
This always happens. Now, when people say, like, you have to stick to your boundaries, it's a reminder to be like, oh, this guy is trying to test my wall. I have to stick to my boundaries. It's not a, well, if you don't do it, then looks like that's on you. Because that's a fucking shitty thing to say. That's unempathetic.
True. Yeah, very shitty.
This guy sucks ass.
This guy fucking sucks, yeah. Jesus. I don't know, yeah, what all Sarah said.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I don't know. I can't believe I said that earlier. That's a fucking dope ass shit that I said.
Fucking get your glasses on and skateboard, Sarah, because you fucking did it. Fucking, you should wear the baseball cap backwards.
Oh, fuck, dude,
yes. Do it backwards now. I don't know, I'm doing this bit. We don't have that much time. I need to get like a fucking 128 gigabyte SD card for how long these fucking podcasts are going.
Straight up.
All right, I'm going with my hat backwards. Fuck you guys. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Ever could be.
Yeah.
He coerced you into sex.
Yeah, fucking dick. Fucking alter. Fucking asshole.
Well, now you know, too, what that's like.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, nobody should know what that's like. But now you know for future reference if that ever happens again to you.
Damn.
To avoid it.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Fucking
last story. You're in a good relationship now. Okay.
Nice.
This is from dance teacher, she, her. Am I the asshole for coordinating a mass exodus of teaching staff at a dance studio?
All right, well.
Hell yeah. Okay, let me start by saying that I love teaching dance and have done so at the studio for the last decade. Me, along with other teachers, have given our blood, sweat, and tears into our students and the quality of work we put out onto the stage, whether it be at competitions or at our end-of-the-year performances. For as long back as I can remember, our studio owner hasn't been making any profit. Oh my gosh, really?
Wow.
The other teachers, along with myself, would come into the studio in the mornings with eviction notices taped to the door. She was always late on every bill. We, as a staff, have tried so hard to help her, that was all caps, by updating her website, wow, letting people pay online, increasing class prices, which are so low that it's laughable compared to every other studio within 100 miles of us.
Jesus, yeah.
By increasing the cost of the dance teams, by upcharging the costumes, by doing birthday parties or Friday night outs for the parent, for charging a little more for tights and shoes, you name it, and we've tried it to tell her what to do in order to make at least a living wage for herself. All those suggestions fell on deaf ears. She's forever stuck in the 90s with her business plan. Well, since December of 21, our paychecks started getting quote-unquote lost in the mail.
Oh, you got a lawsuit on your hands with that.
Yes, you do. Then by March, after no payments, December to March, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Then by March, after no payments from her, it became a joke among staff that we were all just volunteers. We all have families, a long commute to the studio, competitions, rehearsals, recitals, etc. Gas is $5 a gallon. So after the recital in June, a bunch of staff wrote her an email addressing the elephant in the room, to which our boss, who I love, wrote us back saying that it kills her she hasn't been able to pay us. Aw, poor baby. That her car has been repossessed. Her and her 4-year-old have to Uber or take the bus everywhere. Even that her power has been shut off at home, which breaks my heart. But still, at the end of the day, she should have followed what us and her staff have told her to do from the beginning. She eats out every day because the power is off at her house. I remember even offering her a crock pot and showing her how to meal prep for the week to save money. She stays overnight at expensive hotels over the weekends at our competitions when she could just get a motel. I have told her to move into the back of the studio until she gets on her feet. Nothing. Since our email in June, we have gotten one paycheck from January. Holy shit. But seeing as it's already the end of August and we haven't seen another paycheck, we have all made the difficult decision not to return, which is a shock to our dancers and parents who we love dearly. The questions and rumors are flowing, and our studio owner hasn't been the nicest to us since we told her we won't be returning. It has left her in a jam with being able to staff all of her classes that she is relying on graduating seniors from last year to step in. Wow, so she's fucking manipulating kids
to do the work. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That's insane, yeah.
So are we the assholes for not sticking around to help her see through this hard time, or are we justified in making this decision?
You're very justified.
You're extremely justified.
Yeah, you guys are. So like, yeah, like
when you're a business owner, that you have now 2 relationships with each individual that you are a boss of. You have a relationship, like a regular friendship relationship, and then you have a business relationship with those people, and you have a responsibility to pay your workers.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
Based on whatever you've said in the contract. You know, you sign up to work somewhere, you fucking sign a contract.
Yeah. So like, yeah. And not being paid is you're breaking that contract. Like, yeah. You're doing work. You should get paid for that fucking work.
Yes. You didn't sign up to be a volunteer.
Exactly.
You signed up for this to pay your checks.
Teacher and, you know, like be paid every month or whatever you get paid. So yeah, no, yeah, not the fucking asshole.
You might be friends with her, you might love her, she might be a good friend to you, but that doesn't necessarily...
But like, you were giving her advice for this small business.
And it doesn't mean that she's a good boss to you.
Exactly, yeah.
And it sucks because that is a rift you can have where you can be like, listen, I love you, I want to help you with this, but I've tried, you haven't listened to me, and now I'm not getting paid, so I have to protect myself.
Yeah.
You know, and I still love you, and I'm still your friend, but I can't do this anymore if I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
And that, as a boss, you have to be able to be like, yeah, you need to get paid.
Yeah.
You need to do that because otherwise your employees are going to leave and it's your fault.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. And then you have to just take that and move on with it. You can't just like be a shitty person afterwards. You know?
So like fucking fucking unionize. All of you guys make a rival dance studio.
Yeah, you could.
You could, yeah, and just fucking
do that. But yeah, you're not the fucking... No, you weren't getting paid for months, dude.
Yeah. Jesus, man. Someone who missed one paycheck. Yeah, no, fucking shit like that can ruin people. Like,
bro, I would even maybe warn the kids.
Yeah.
Like, that they should be getting paid.
Yeah, because if you're going to teach people, yeah.
Unless they are they're going to volunteer, but they shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't. God. Yeah, not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Solved it.
We have 11 minutes to spare.
All right, and that's the last story of the night, baby.
Woo!
All right, this last story comes to us from Panda, she, her.
Sweet.
Am I the asshole for cussing out my dad over a dog? I, 23 female, have always had a rough relationship with my father. I've always tried to give him the benefit of the doubt because he was raised in a very toxic home. He had recently made it known that none of his 3 children, me being the youngest of 3, would really call him to just to chat and always wanted something from him. So I made it a point to call and talk with my dad, 1, because I didn't want him to feel bad, and 2, because maybe it was my chance to make a connection with him like I've always wanted. The day of Christmas 2021, I found out through him, by the way, that I would have to put my dog down soon because she was in a lot of pain and suffering. For reference, I've had her, Angel, since I was 9 years old. She was my first dog ever, and she was completely blind by this point and had other underlying problems. I agreed that it would be best for her to put her down because I didn't want my sweet Angel to suffer anymore. I am also a full-time college student who is about to graduate and live almost 2 hours away, who also has a part-time job as well. Keeping that in mind, I told my mom that I would pay for everything if I could just have my dog cremated. I wanted to take her back home, South Carolina, and spread her ashes at the family cemetery. She at first agreed, but after weeks and weeks of talking about it, she was just going to let the vet bury her somewhere behind their building.
Why?
I almost completely lost it. I would never want to bury my dog somewhere that isn't home, and my mom and I had agreed at the beginning that it would be nice to cremate her. I had done all the research and everything. Needless to say, my mom at the very least took her back home and was buried her in the backyard. I was still mad at this point because it felt like no one was listening to what I wanted. She had been my dog since I was 9 years old. I had done the research and was going through to use my money to pay for everything, but my mom said it's what she wanted. So I hadn't talked to my mom for a week or so at that point. I was trying to get my head straight and calm down before talking with her. The day before the incident, my mom and I had reconciled. I told her that I was just upset at the situation, not with her, and she understood. Fast forward to the next day, I'm calling my dad after class just to chat. We were talking about a vintage car he was currently working on. Then all of a sudden he tells me, quote, "We need to talk about this dog situation." I'm like, okay, what is there to talk about? It's over and done with. He had told me before that he wasn't going to do anything for the dog, parentheses never elaborated. He also said that I shouldn't have acted the way I did, and if I really cared, I would have made the time to come down and have my dog cremated, and that I, quote, let my dog suffer. I don't know why, but something in me snapped. I started screaming at the top of my lungs, how I'm in college making something of my life. Meanwhile, he couldn't keep from getting kicked out of school. One thing led to another, and I told him to kiss my ass and hung up. I screamed so loud, I scared my poor cat, and I know my neighbors heard me. My boyfriend wouldn't let me answer the phone. I had to tell my mom what happened before he did, and she managed to get me to calm down, telling me he never should have said something like that.
Yeah.
He, of course, did not think he is in the wrong and thinks I should apologize. However, one of my sisters thinks things could have been handled differently, while the other thinks he's totally in the wrong. I have a suspicion my mom is in the middle. I personally feel like I wasn't in the wrong, though. Thinking back as to how he treated my mom and I when I was growing up, it feels to me like he is a narcissist as well as bipolar. But am I the asshole?
I mean, listen, we're not going to know if he's narcissist or bipolar.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him.
You're not the asshole. He's just both of your parents still see you as a child, basically, that can't make decisions.
Yeah, because they didn't let you make the choice of you were going to pay for everything and did all the research for trying to get the dog cremated.
And there's no real, reason for your mom to want to bury the dog other than just to do something that you didn't want.
Yeah, it really does go against you, and it's really shitty.
It's just, this is obviously one of those parental control things where you just went from 18, went to college, trying to make out, whatever, and you're a young person, which, I mean, I've been through that. Josh has been through that. Everybody I fucking know who is in their early 20s has been through this, where they have a weird fucking situation with their parents, and their parents are just like, well, I don't want to give you that thing. And then they're like, why? Why are you being such an asshole all of a sudden?
Yeah.
It's because they miss when you were a child and they could control you.
Yeah. And shitty.
And it's shitty, and they're doing it, and every fucking parent does it, unless there's a perfect parent out there somewhere. And they're just being shitty. And no, they fucked up. Your dad fucked up. That's a fucking shitty thing to say.
Yeah, it's absolutely shitty.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Yeah.
Your dad fucked up even more than your mom, I think.
Honestly, yeah.
But I think they both fucked up for sure.
No, yeah, they both definitely fucked up. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I don't blame you for reacting the way you did, because it's a very
that's a fucked up thing to say.
It's a fucked up thing to say. Your dad started it, so
it definitely sounds like something a dad that isn't doesn't have a good relationship with his kids would say.
Yeah, especially when you tried to make the effort of calling every week.
Yeah.
You tried to make an active effort of having a relationship with your dad that was decent, but
I don't have a good relationship with my brothers, and when I had an argument with my mom, my brother called me and was like, well, yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, you don't
go fuck yourself.
It's a moment where you're like, you don't even know who I am. And you think it's okay to put your judgment on me?
Ridiculous.
And it's even worse when it's your dad. Because like, he had a responsibility to have a relationship with you. And he failed.
Yeah.
And he has the audacity to tell you that you let your dog suffer when they were the ones taking care of the dog.
Not okay.
How do they even let the dog get like fully blind up until that point?
Yeah, like shit, man.
And then they dumped it all on you, made you pay for it, didn't do what you wanted even though you were paying for it.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
No, you're not the asshole.
You're not the fucking asshole.
There's no possible way you could be the asshole.
No way.
Your parents are fuck ups.
Yeah.
They fucked up this time.
Shit, man. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Fucking solved it. All right, that's the end of the show.
That is the end of the
show. What do you want to plug?
You can follow me on Twitter at that's Soheeron, ThatSoheeron, and that's also the same spelling for Instagram and TikTok, baby.
I'm Joshua Chinland on Twitter, a guy nicknamed JC on Twitch. I'll return to streaming one day.
Someday.
When I drop out of college.
When there aren't any more hurricanes.
When there aren't any more hurricanes, true. And podcasts say this on Instagram, Facebook, APWSTR on TikTok, Twitter, fucking Podcast Saves Relationship on all podcasting platforms, APWSTR Productions on YouTube, APWSTR on Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, and fucking Gabagool. I think that's our show.
Got my fucking ghoul, baby.
Thank you for watching me. Hope you enjoyed.
3 minutes to spare. God bless.
Yeah, we still have to do the intro and an outro. Fuck. All right, we'll see you guys.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye. You want to do it quick?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so
outro. That's fine.